Welcome! I'm talking to you!
Well, that was scary.
I don't know why I did that. I sounded like I was a ghost.
Happy Halloween!
It's Halloween, right?
Yeah,
This
you
is
got it.
pre-recorded. This isn't live. No, I'm kidding.
By the way, that Gamers Guild thing takes what is it, 72 minutes to get through? How many channels is on that thing?
We're
Not
probably
me.
502. We're going to have to talk to Mr. Mike about that.
We are not on that chip, by the way. Me and you have been on there twice.
There is a shorter bumper, but that one's just so epic. I like to make everybody wait an extra half hour before the show starts, and then I tagged a couple extra things on the end and the beginning. So, wow, we just have a lot of time on our hands here. Not literally on our hands. I mean, my hands are bare. I just took a shower. They're very clean. There's no time on it. I'm sorry. I'd like to introduce Panda Sub 2000 this way.
Woo!
And the Geeks with Cash Nick below me here. And then
more like geeks with food stamps.
Oh, shut up, Panda Boy. Nobody wants to hear it, Papa Boy.
There it is. Oh my goodness. And then I think this lady is frozen. I don't see her picture move. Oh, that's right. That is DJC Panda Melons Bros Studios with Cash.
She's won every staring contest there is. The champion, the undefeated champion, right there.
What a rebel.
I'm on cam because I'm in my pajamas.
Are you pointing to your nipples? What was that?
Oh,
the rebel shirt.
Too. It's a pajama party. Episode 10.
Party.
Woo!
Woo! Pajama party!
Let's say hello to I can't talk.
We got Patrick Smith. We got Cyrus. We got TV's Hasselhoff, Mr. Shua.
Hasselhoff.
Luke's Walker.
Eating paste.
S. Mill is in the house.
Eating paste.
What is
Eating
happening?
paste.
I like eating paste.
Patrick. Cyrus!
I feel like
Howdy,
somebody's
Cyrus.
eating too much paste.
Wow! What? Way to
Who's
start
this
off.
guy? Hey, Luke Skywalker. Oh, so how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good time? I just realized I brought a bottled holiday ale, citrusy and hazy, but it's not a screw off. So that's gonna be fun.
I'm having an Amico day. How about everybody else?
It's going to be a very Amico day. It'll be an Amico New Year. How about we have an Intellivision Christmas and an Amico New Year?
After about half of it, we'll have an Amico everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start seeing Amicos in my sleep.
I can improvise. My scissors have a bottle opener.
Why do your scissors? Never mind.
I don't even know, but
I don't want to know.
Hey,
I don't want to know.
I don't know.
Who needs scissors with a bottle?
Apparently, DJC.
Apparently, they don't work. Oh. No, it's okay to have glass in stuff you drink, right? It's
sure. It doesn't actually tear up intestines or vital
Don't tell him that. I
want
to see it now. Don't tell him. I want to see it now.
We're a little chewy and crunchy, but
tasty. It's like Jim Carrey and the Grinch.
It's like bubble tea. It's like bubble tea, but beer.
That's right. It is Thanksgiving Eve, so maybe it is good.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy if you have a family to celebrate day.
Wow.
You could have come out here. You had an open invitation, and I have like a metric ton of food. We are cooking.
Oh, that's awesome.
You've already seen the pie. I mean, come on.
I have my granola bars ready. I can't wait. I'm going to dig in.
I have my big salad. Look, it's all finished. I'm a good boy.
You did it.
Yay.
I love who is going to get the Amigo tramp stamp tattoo. I'll do an Astro Smash one.
I might do it. Oh, you're feeling a fuck.
Just break that top. Oh, by the way, so I see all the people saying that I was terrible at Finnegan Fox. I'm just terrible at games. A lot of platformers.
I can attest to this. I played games with Chuck. He can't figure out which way the controller goes. He loses all his lives in like the first 15 seconds and leaves you alone. All alone.
I didn't realize. Okay, I know a lot of times I'll just go, yeah, and I'll just keep playing, but not listening to what people are saying. And I did not realize you had to double tap to do a double jump. So I kept
going. Oh my God.
So every time, if you see in that video, I'm jumping going, what's going on? But then eventually I'm like, what's going on? And then I double tap and I finally do jump. I didn't get how to double jump. I'm sorry.
And it's a shame because I was really good at it, but really there was no filming of me. But I did really good at Finnegan Fox.
I
was
you're always really good at every game that nobody manages to film you on.
correct.
First of all,
That's all my fictional girlfriends say the same thing about my sex life.
No, he didn't. Listen. He was listen. He
I'm
was
not drunk
good.
enough for this stream.
Panda was good at at a lot of the games, but I still kicked his butt in a few of them. So I mean, there's that.
You definitely beat me in Star Strike. What was it called? What was it called? Star
Space
Striker?
Strikers.
Space Striker. Thank you. I'm only doing a review on the damn thing right now.
You're gonna call it everything.
I'm tired.
Its actual name by the time you're done.
Yeah, make sure you.
We're gonna be like, why can't he get the name right just once?
Make sure you put in that I whipped your butt. By the way,
I will do that.
I got that notch on my belt.
I like this one. Jacob Livingston says, Intellivision to do a 12 days of Amico with 12 videos queued up with Tommy sitting next to a fireplace with a flat screen on the mantle playing the videos.
That sounds amazing. I would totally
That would
go
be
for
a
that.
great
That's
Christmas.
fantastic.
We could do that with the genuinely real Tommy Tallarico on my show.
He is genuinely real, right?
The genuinely real
Genuinely
one.
real.
Are you sure? I sometimes.
Well, I
think
mean,
that
we
Tommy's
all
not real.
Tommy is 2-dimensional in real life, so
He lags in real life.
he does. He lags.
So I
He's
said he's
framed.
talking mad shit about Chuck's Finnegan Fox skills. I'm sorry. I was like, I'll tell you what. Okay, so I'll tell you a little story. So I just I don't usually ever play my Switch handheld. I play it, just on the TV because I'm not really much of a handheld gaming guy. I mean, I got an Evercade, but I'm waiting for the Intellivision collection. But what I'm getting at is I just started playing the remake of Alex Kidd for Switch, and I had to go to the hospital because I have a friend that was having some.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah, and she's
She
still
okay?
she's still there recovering. She's in a lot of pain. It sucks. I mean, they massive like disc surgery where they go in through the front of your neck, move everything, pull
Oh
out 2 discs,
crap!
replace them, and screw. Yeah, it's crazy.
A friend of mine just had that done. They had to fuse one of his
She had
one of his
some
vertebrae,
fuse
and they went in that
stuff.
way.
I had a splinter today that hurt like a bastard, so I know.
Oh my God. Well,
I get
let's
it.
have a moment
So
of
you can
silence for you.
empathize.
I can totally empathize.
Okay, I got to catch up with this chat. But what I was going to say is, so I brought the handheld, and the first time I'm playing Alex Kidd, I could not get past the first world. I couldn't do the jumps. I couldn't get past anything. And I was there for almost 13 and a half hours. And I could not get past a lot of these jumps.
Have you
This
ever
is
beaten a
not
tutorial?
I got it was
This is
I
not
couldn't-
new for Chuck's game skill.
I got to level 4 and I'm frustrated. I don't even know if I want to finish it. I want to do like the worst review on it, but it's probably very easy to play. Oh my goodness. So they demonstrated BattleTech video, how to use the controller in different ways was an option on Finnegan Fox as well. I know there's a lot of options on a lot of the games on control. Ooh. On
He's gonna
controller.
eat.
Yes, that's so awesome. I probably should have saved mine.
The
I know there's a lot
eating
of different
portion of the show.
configurations.
We need like a title for that, like a lower third or something.
Yes, we do.
There's a
But
lot.
once again, I'm gonna bring up where's the olive oil that you're gonna douse yourself shirtless with. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do when you eat.
Oh my lord! I don't need to hear this.
And
So,
people
anyway-
were trying to get me to do that when I hit like a 500 the other day on stream. They're like, "No, you have to take your shirt off," and I'm like, "And that's not happening."
No, it's not like DJC has been trying to answer this question on the
I'm just
screen.
trying. Thank you. I appreciate that.
My bad.
DJ said Mullins, bro, Panda. So they're talking about the different ways on controller options. You can orientate with the controller any way you want. You go to home screen. You can flip it left, right, this, that, and I believe each game may have different options for buttons. As far as Finnegan Fox, I believe it's very simple. The screen jumps, the whole screen. The moving the control, the Fox is the disc. Shooting and weather change. Shooting, weather change. So I knew him. So I didn't know the double jump. I screwed up on the double jump, guys. I'm so sorry.
You know what stinks? I wish I asked this when we played Finnegan Fox, but I want to see the multiplayer. I have not seen the multiplayer for Finnegan Fox yet.
I don't think any of us have.
I just need to bring my favorite parts about you playing Finnegan Fox was the minute you got the controller, Tommy goes, "Do this," and you just went the other way and exited the game. Remember, you left the
menu. Because that's the
No.
you got in the menu screen. He was actually being real nice. And then I started jumping on stuff. He's like, dude, this ain't Mario. You don't
The
jump
best,
on
the
turtles.
best Finnegan Fox thing that happened was Panda really wanted to play. So when he finally got the chance, he like touched the controller for a second, and there was this little girl really wanted to play it so bad.
Yes.
So he kind of like Panda got it for like 2 seconds, and then he had to give up the controller, and like you can see how low key salty he was.
Well, he got it.
I don't think it was low key.
Fire it up in the other room. Remember, you had him fire it up in the other room. Like, I'm playing this.
Yeah, he was so like his face was
Pushing
just like,
kids out of the way.
Right,
I thought of the cursings I was screaming at her kind of told her I was pretty salty.
He was so salty. I was like,
why can't
"Aw."
I actually just buy you just going, hey, you little brat?
Because it happened.
No, he really didn't.
It was-
No, I didn't do that.
It was funny because that girl, she was so patient. She was playing with two controllers to Astro Smash because everybody was checking out whatever game we were doing. I don't know if it was pool or whatever in the other room. And so she was out there doing double controller Astro Smash with two people and actually doing very well. And I remember, and so we came up and it was Finnegan Fox. So we stopped her from playing. I'm playing Finnegan Fox for that whole time. And then afterwards, these other people came in and started playing Astro Smash. And then Panda comes in and is like, oh, I want to do Finnegan Fox. And then she got up, like looked so sad and started walking the other room. And I go, hey, come here. I go, did you ever get a chance to play the Fox game? She goes, no. And I go, hold on. And that's when I went over to Panda. I'm like, dude, you got to give this up. The little girl didn't get to play. And he was like, that's when we went to
Is
the
that
other
the
room
same girl that was like playing Astro Smash by herself with like two
with
controllers?
the two controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that
Oh,
same-
God,
She's
she
so
was
good.
amazing at that.
Yeah.
Panda does not play well with others. I
No,
tell
he
you
does
what,
not.
he is a
This,
good.
this is confirmed,
cheer.
actually.
It's very confirmed.
Remember the cheer that you guys were for the Space Strikers? You knew how to do like you didn't do it too much.
That was
You
so
didn't do
good.
it too little. You were
was so
just right, just like
Just-
Goldilocks.
Perfect. A chef's kiss. Mwah. It was perfect.
As a
Beautiful.
cheer feature, which is
It was the
hilarious.
only part of the game he was good at, to be fair.
That is correct.
You guys are saying this like he didn't just get his butt kicked by me. Listen, he had a human teammate. I had a computer that was pretty much scoring for my team, and I eventually by myself soloed between him and Rab and won the game. So
Well,
in the face.
she's forgetting to mention that her AI partner was on expert. So it was the AI that beat us.
Hold
Really,
on,
that's what
no,
happened.
pause. Because no, because here's the
You were just in its way.
No, because the expert bot was scoring for you guys and was messing up. I was getting mad. I was like, I don't even want the bot. I could have just taken them on by myself.
All right. Well,
That AI messed me up. I was kind of mad. I was like, why?
so I guess
would you do that?
they need to work a little bit on that AI if it's scoring goals for the opposing team.
I think it was confused. I think it was like, all right, we're gonna give her an extra handicap and see how she works with this.
I like happy birthday. Remember to eat plenty of turdicos, turkey stuffed with a duck and an amico. So
Whoa.
that is.
I don't think I want to eat an Amico.
I love the
That sounds
Star
extra
Wars
crunchy. That seems not very tasty.
Little plastic.
You've never wanted to
pepper-
eat your friend? That's
Oh, that's right. It's your buddy. It's your friend. I want my amico. For Christmas 1977, wasn't this true about one of the Star Wars figures that wasn't it the Luke or one of the ones they were waiting for? And didn't they give like boxes away for one of those?
Yes. What they did is they sold cards that were an IOU for
Okay,
the
that's
actual
what it
figures
was.
when they could release because they couldn't produce them by Christmas, but they wanted to still sell them because they were a hot ticket item. So what they did is they sold it was almost like a collectible box that just gave you like an IOU for like the first 5 characters or so of the first film. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was the thing.
I knew it was something like that. Sigh.
you could do the voice. Read that out,
Get
Chuck. You can do it.
Try to
Like
do a sigh voice.
No. Like do a strip. That's totally a strip club voice.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, get your wallets out and get ready to rock and roll because it's time to slip and slide out your cash on the main stage. You may be eating, but you will be getting full. Okay,
Oh my god, this is supposed to be a family-friendly stream.
We didn't say nothing bad.
All innuendo.
And by the way, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. I was so disappointed. Didn't know this was going to be in Boston. Seeing it on Sunday. Well, there'll be more. There will be more. I don't know when the next one will be. I really just if you're on the mailing list, they usually let you know at least the state it'll be in. And then they'll let you know the time and date when they hammer it down.
In the Boston event was like, for once it was last notice because we weren't even sure it was going to happen because the place originally that was supposed to be in kind of last minute told us no. So
everything fell apart in the last second, and everybody was like scrambling to try to get it together.
Yeah,
basically.
so that was why it was short notice, because everything was kind of like we had the plan for months. It was like set in stone. We were ready to go, and then the week before, they're like, "Nah, we can't do it." And I was just like, "Really, really?"
Yeah, the only thing I had heard from everyone kept saying Boston, but I didn't know the store locations or times, so I found out just like everybody else did.
Yeah, I think that's mostly because everybody really found out the actual location about the same time you did.
Yeah, exactly.
Really? I was so last minute, dude. Like I was so last minute that I booked this flight like within 2
or 3 days. Yeah,
it was like less than that because I remember I was in the studio and I talked to my buddy. My buddy Eric had a hookup at the airline, and I was like, "Oh, dude, could you do this?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, then I'll fly out with like in a day and a half." Like it was that quick. And that was how I got to do it. Excited to see the release of Amico. I'm watching the stream and postponing my viewing of the Hawkeye premiere episode. I cannot wait to watch that. It looks so good.
I have not heard great things about it so far, but I want to give it a couple of episodes and see for myself because I have Disney Plus. Why not at least give it a shot? I mean,
yeah. Now do it in the Psy voice. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, get your wallets out and get ready to rock and roll. Because it's time to slip and slide out your cash onto the main stage. You may be eating, but you will be getting full. Hey, and it's Rab on location.
Hey!
He is out in the field reporting just for us. The only reason he's out in the field is doing this reporting. He is on his way to the Amico headquarters. I'm kidding.
He looks like he has more important things to do than whatever we're doing.
I know. Why
here.
are you looking all spiffy? Like, what are you ready?
You look very focused. What's going on?
Because it's freaking freezing out here.
Did you just? Are you coming back from the actual? Are you coming back from the actual cloud headquarters where all your photos are stored? Did you send them a?
Yeah, it's shut down. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I just want to say yes, Saggy did kick our ass in Space Strikers because I had to go stop a toddler from running around. A 5-year-old from running around taking pictures of like everybody's crotches around the store.
It's 1,000 pictures.
That happened after the butt kicking. That happened after the butt kicking.
Uh-huh.
The pictures,
so that's how she did that. She grabbed a kid to basically run around and take inappropriate pictures. So Brad would have to go stop so she could take advantage of the extra handicap. I see it.
Yeah,
I totally believe the story.
That's totally what happened. Yeah, you caught me. I told you. I so anticipated a child taking millions of pictures around the venue and Panda Sub encouraging it. Let me tell you, that was all planned so I could beat you guys with Space Strikers.
I believe it.
You heard it here first.
That's
how it went down.
Admission of guilt.
Sai says I made him sound like he's at sleep pills. I just did a terrible impression. I was trying to be cool and smooth, and I like your voice. You have a great voice. I can't reenact it, so it sounded pretty terrible on this side.
I can confirm that Sai's voice is way too relaxing because I was trying to exercise while I was listening to his FAQ thing, and I think I almost dropped a weight on my head. I think I actually fell asleep at one point. It was that relaxing.
Ted says, has anybody heard what the Amigos are going to be manufactured? No. They're going into formal, we'll get into the email. I'm going to put that up on the screen soon. They're going into formal productions, which means they're getting ready to go into manufacturing. So that basically means they're getting stuff ready, like that, they're going to set up the assembly line. They got to get all the parts together, get everything ready to get into manufacturing. But that's great news to starting into production. That is awesome.
Absolutely. It means they've got all the parts and they're ready to go. They just need to start getting them on the line and get everything moving.
Put together your locations, your what do you want to call it, your assembly line, get all that ready. So that's a big
not just them, but their vendors and subcontractors as well. I mean, everyone is like, well, when are we going to get a date? And everybody thinks like Intellivision can just give out a date. They send instructions to their manufacturers and all of their vending partners, that they're ready to manufacture, and then they have to go and get a lot of stuff together as well. So there's a lot of parties involved.
Right. I think right now is not, I said this on a stream earlier, that I think right now not having an official date is probably best, considering that they've given dates before, and when things fall through and they have to announce a delay, it just hurts it. I think right now they shouldn't announce a date until they are at least 99% sure that it's going to be met.
Oh yeah.
And that's basically what they should do, because they've delayed too many times. They can't afford to announce a date and not hit that date and release, because I think if they don't release next year, it's gonna be really tough.
I would go one further and say I wouldn't say another thing until like you actually have some people
I got
who you shipped and say, hey, some of you guys are going to start seeing shipping notifications soon. And that's when I do it. Like when you have them done and you're shipping them, that's when you start saying anything again. Until then, you just let it lie where it is.
Well, they need to tell us that they are shipping so that we can send the remainder of payment. So
I actually talked like in the Boston event. I actually pulled Tommy aside for a second. I was like, "Is there any idea of the date?" Blah 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 blah. Obviously, he's like, you know, if I have all these things manufactured on a pallet in a warehouse right here in the U.S. that's ready to go. Yes, he goes. Then I will give a date. He goes, until then, I'm not going to put out a date and say, because then it's going to be, this is what I really want. Like, you know, and I know for a fact that all the other dates were just like, you didn't know this stuff was going to happen. So you put out a date and go, well, it's not going to last that long. And then you put another date. Well, it definitely won't last this long. And look, we're still in it, you know? So he's not going to give a date until those Amicos are ready to go out the door, which I commend, because yes, that's when you want to give a date. You don't want to guess anymore. You can't guess at this with the things that are going with shipping and the things that are going on with the stuff you can't say on YouTube anymore. And, you know, so yeah, that's just, you know what it is.
I know they're disappointed I'm not eating Domino's pizza. I tell them I can't chill quite that hard. I can't stand Domino's pizza.
So we have a rumor here. So I'm going to do it on my stream, since they did it about me on another stream. That Pat the new punk, I'm pretty sure that means NES punk, is having tofu turkey for Thanksgiving. Wow. Well, I'm going to take that as fact. Obviously, this is my source. JDad knows everything, so I'm going to go ahead and say that is fact. I cannot believe, I'm so disappointed that you and your family are going to have tofu turkey for Thanksgiving.
There would be nothing surprising to me about that.
Dude, if you can make tofu look like a turkey, I want pictures, because that would be amazing, actually.
Hey guys, resident vegetarian on the panel. I eat it all the time. It's not that bad.
Oops. Looks like I screwed that one up, didn't I? Did GameStop put a date for their site at the end of March? Did they make those? Are mostly placeholders. Those are them just kind of guessing, and you'll see those change as stuff goes along. They'll just keep pushing it out to a date they think, because whoever's on the website, they got to keep it updated. So whoever programs the website, so they probably just pick a date a few months out and do that. But I'm thinking, I honestly, and do not quote me because I do not know. I'm guessing early next year is going to be. Yeah.
I wouldn't trust any date that you see on a website until you get a notification from Tommy or Intellivision, more appropriately, as far as what the date's actually going to be. Until then, consider all those placeholders.
I will say. Well, I was just going to say, in regards to the GameStop thing, I think the way their system is, they have to put something there when they have it on the website, because So I think the way the website design is, they have to put some date there, just because of how their setup is. So I think that is a placeholder, mainly because they just needed to put a date there, because it's part of their layout, I guess we could say. Yeah. So, that's why they put it there.
And that's most websites, quite frankly. Amazon does it. Walmart does it. They all do that. It's a normal process.
Saggy, did you want to answer this about... I'm sorry. Just answer this really quick. About they didn't really say why they couldn't host it. It was just a corporate thing or something?
No, they did give me a reason. It's just it's a business-related reason. It's nothing that Intellivision did negatively or anything like that. Yeah. It's a weird thing, and the reason why I don't go into details is because I don't think that I'm supposed to know, because of the because I don't want to get any of the employees in trouble or anything like that, because I don't know if this is something I'm allowed to say or not publicly. So that's I guess, like I said, and
that's on GameStop's side, not on Intellivision side.
I can tell you right now, it had nothing to do with Intellivision negatively or anything like that. It's just like a weird like
business thing.
Right,
Yeah.
a weird business thing that GameStop has. And that's kind of what it was, like, you know, when it comes to events that are held at their locations. So that's kind of why at first it was like a yes, because some of the people said so, but then once they like went to the higher ups, they're like, no, we can't do this for XYZ reasons.
Right. Can you
So basically,
go ahead.
Basically, Tommy did not renew his rewards club membership. So he was ass out. We were screwed.
Can you order those puffy sleeping bag looking cases for the controllers? I don't. You know what? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if you can yet or not.
I don't know. I thought I know they have some bags and backpacks and they got a lot of accessories on the website. I'd have to go on the website and look. I know at the Crayola event he was giving those away to people. He had like so many. He was just using as giveaways. And I ended up getting one of the bags and one of the things. One of the controllers, but they are really nice, to be honest, because that basically holds all your info to go to so you can travel with that, plug it into an Amico or wherever it is, and it'll have all your games. So I think that's pretty awesome.
Well, it'll hold a lot of other things too. It'll hold my phone. It'll hold like my some of the lights that I use for my photography. It'll actually hold those. I mean,
inflatable flamingos, whatever you need.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, so is someone sending me a pop-up tent? Thanks. Sorry.
And Paradox is in chat saying marinated deep fried tofu is tasty. By that time, can you really call it tofu? Is my question.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up to everybody in the chat. We got a lot of people. Poor Rab, he's out in the cold. Why are you out in the cold, Rab?
Why are you just pacing around outside? What's going on, dude?
The last my kids are trying to go to sleep, and there's no real room for me to do a podcast at my in-laws' place. So I'm hanging out with you guys for the hour.
So you're just walking around at 10 p.m.
He's
on the
walking
street?
Talking to yourself.
Below zero, trying not to freeze in place.
Yeah,
one of you guys that says Rab reminds me of Bruce Springsteen Streets of Philadelphia video.
Dude, he's gonna look like Jack Nicholson in The Shining at the end by the time we're done with this podcast.
I guarantee the cops are gonna show up. We're gonna see Rab have to explain why he's outside at 10 o'clock in black on the phone talking.
His shadow impression.
No, I swear to God, we did not eat Domino's pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm pretty sure that's a felony in New York, actually.
Yeah, it's more than a felony. Yeah, you get deported.
That pizza thing kills me.
But anyways, no worries. I figured I'd head out. I had to hit up a grocery store and pick up a couple things for tomorrow anyway, so we're good.
What did Intellivision mean with them starting manufacturing? Are they starting to actually make Amicos for the customers? They went into production. That means they're preparing for manufacturing. So that means they're getting their stuff together. They're getting their everything together to start the manufacturing process. It's a formal, and let me pull up that email. I just trying to get through chat here. I'll throw up the email, and it says formal production, meaning pre-production is their planning. Their formal production is getting things ready. So let's go ahead and pull that up here. I got it. Oh, it's not gonna. Okay, we can still talk. Okay, I just want to make sure we can still talk.
Your pre-production can also include
Merlin Online. Here we go. I have Merlin Online. You guys don't have that. So there was a few things and I have it on here for. So they've updated their FAQ page. So if you want to, everybody was asking about that. All the new, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? A lot of stuff. We're fans as well. I know we went to a couple events, but this is your best place to get information, not from me, but we do appreciate. We do know a few things, but the FAQ is all updated now. So a lot of these questions that everybody asked, they pulled out and asked for people what they wanted to ask. So check that out on their website. Obviously the first deep dive. I heard a rumor that there's a deep dive coming out tomorrow, maybe. And our next one in line, I believe, was Astro Smash, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of cool.
No, I want to see the new games. Dang it!
Well, it's supposed to be a deep dive.
No, I want to see a deep dive on a new game.
Saving the best news for last, the entire team at Intellivision is excited to announce we completed our pre-production, started our formal production of Amico consoles. We are focusing on our initial launch units that will start to ship first to our first customers, which is the founders, customers as soon as possible. They'll have more accurate shipping information by the end of the year. So that's exciting. That is cool. So basically, they're prepping everything for manufacturing. That's what this means. So that's a big win. I mean, that's with all this time we've waited and all the pandemic and everything and the shipping and the parts and this is a very good news. And what is the cursor spelling? If you could figure out what it's spelling, then you are a winner. All right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Guess you'll have to watch and replay, my friend.
Yeah, I got confused too. I was like, what just happened? No, I want a deep dive of a new game. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mind seeing like the deep dive videos and stuff of games I played, but like, can we please get a?
Yeah, but wasn't Astro Smash like really heavily requested though?
It was.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah, so there you go.
Almost
Like,
won over the Tang game.
I know.
Not
You gotta
everybody
give
has
the
seen all
fans-
the stuff we have.
It's very true, and I think that's what it is.
New
People
gameplay.
probably only saw that same one screen of Astro Smash where, especially a Boston event, if you show up to an event, you get to see stuff. It's not like it's just for, special people. Just show up, you get to see it.
Listen, dang it. I don't care what people want to see. I want to see new games. I want to see new gameplay for new games. I want to see, if you're going to show me
So
the
much
same
stuff
games
on
I
Reddit.
saw, I want to see new features to that game. Like, I want to see multiplayer in Finnegan Fox. Let's deep dive into that bad boy and see how the multiplayer works in Finnegan Fox. I want to see all the stuff that we
That's
have.
it. You're grounded. Go to your room.
No,
Go to
dang
your
it.
room.
I
Go to your room.
I demand. I'm gatekeeping all of you. I want to see new stuff.
I'm changing the internet password. That's it. We're done.
Good. I'll find out anyways. It's gonna be something. Listen, I want new stuff. Dang it! I want to see it. Give it to me.
Jay Tex says 2021 will forever known as the Domino Pizza Gate. I call it the Amico Pizza Debacle. T-shirts coming soon.
It was a pizza.
You gotta catch
Pizza
in while
Siri.
it's hot. You gotta catch in while it's hot. There's so many Rab comments here about him walking around. It's just so amazing.
I think everybody's concerned for Rap at this point. He's starting to turn blue.
I'm walking around because it's like 20 degrees out here. It's pretty cold. So
Out here,
So,
I love the New York.
I just I'm sorry. It's hard to kind of tone it down when you're cold. Anyway,
What's up, Max?
go on. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm fine.
Yeah, man. I tell you what. Holy crap.
You hear me scream like a girl, you'll know.
That's just normal, right? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's my time.
Dive
He does look like he might be hitting Central Park, so him screaming like a girl might be appropriate.
No, I'm not in the city. I'm upstate. So
Saggy's starting to yell, put the kids to bed.
That sounds about accurate.
If Saggy is the gatekeeper, then who is the keymaster? Panda?
He's got the
That was
key
a
to the
great
gate.
movie. That was such a great movie.
Well, Afterlife, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I had a good time with it.
Yeah, we all know Panda has the key to the gate. It's fine. What the heck?
What is going on
What
now?
was that? What the heck was that sound? It's screeching.
I don't know.
That was Rab. He stopped and he looks really awkward right now. So I'm sure that was
So
Rab.
many Rab comments. This is like so great.
I'm sorry.
I was like, what is that screeching? He like stopped.
I feel
I am
like we just need to put Rab full screen and just do color commentary on his walk because we're not doing anything else right now.
I'm not that entertaining. We got to blow up Nick eating on screen. We're good.
Hey, I finished.
Everybody's
finished.
we're gonna see Rab get
There was
mugged
a
live.
request for me to go ahead and finish dinner, which I tried to frantically do, and now choke myself to death.
We'd love to see more of the sports game, ideally baseball, which is one of the great games. I know they have baseball, we just haven't seen anything. on it.
I
know
thought
they
we were
have it.
gonna see baseball ages ago because they were talking about that back in July, and then nothing ever materialized. So.
I mean, they have it. So
Well, I mean, I know it's there, and I think you guys even played it, but we've not seen any footage.
We didn't play
the
it,
channel.
but they did have it on screen on I think the white Amico. It may have been the red.
Yeah, I know it's up enough that you could at least try it for a little bit, and they could show some of that if they really wanted to. But I thought they were going to show that back in July because my understanding is they had at least a running demo of it back then.
I love this.
Yeah.
Hasselhoff says, "Who gets to his house first, Rab or the Founders Edition?"
I'm gonna walk double step.
With the
take that bet. Hats
baseball.
off.
And the Founders Edition may still make it there faster.
We need a new Amico game called Rab's Quest.
With that baseball game, it would be really cool if you can use the touchscreen to like throw to the outfielders. Like you can actually pick who to.
That's how the original was. When
So-
you had when you had the overlay, the original on this, you had all your outfield. You just press and you would highlight your people by pressing the button. Like that one that Tommy like totally spanked me at.
Right.
Yeah, that one was the old one. How we
I have a
played
question. I have a question. Do we know? Because I don't know how much. Because I didn't ask. I might have to ask that question. But is the baseball game going to use the motion controls? Because that'd be cool.
that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be neat. I don't know if you
I'm
really
kind of old
want
school,
that.
so I kind of want to do that. Like Bandit was saying, I'd like them to stick to that because then you got the screen, you can see your whole outfield.
Right, but the whole
You've got
point
the
of
gyroscope. You've got the accelerometer. It would
Oh,
work
the
for
cops
that.
coming.
Don't-
batting.
oh, the cops are there. Look, the cops are there. Look, the lights are shining on your face.
Uh-oh.
Run, Rab, run!
Bail, man, bail!
You guys aren't cool at all.
But no,
Get
the
outta here.
whole point of the Amico is like that big point is like that motion control, right?
Yeah.
You want to be able to use it in a lot of the games. So I would love to know if like that'd be cool if the motion controls worked with the baseball. You know, if you have two players, some person that like throws it like the ball, and then you have somebody swing it like a bat. That would be the biggest thing for this baseball game.
A random fan asked, Saggy, motion controls suck. Oh, hey, by the way.
You suck. Your motion controls suck.
That's what she said.
Hey-o.
We're 10:15. We're good. What's up, Pete?
Now it's time to get very drunk for the stream.
New NYPD
It's
check.
Amico
now you
after
tell me.
dark. After dark.
No, another thing, what was cool, I mean, people were asking about, well, not really asking, but I'm going to mention this because in Boston, we had done the first event for, I don't know, we got there, what time did we get there? About 10:30?
Yeah, 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30.
About a little after 11, we were actually playing before the place opened. And so maybe from like 11 something all the way till almost 4, we were plugged in. And then we played, I'm just talking about, I'm talking about controller battery life. We
They lasted a long time. Those
like a little over 6 hours, I want to say, and like heck, even to sit a little over 6 hours playing like an Xbox game is long, let alone you're playing these type of games. These controllers are going to last, and I know they had talked about they updated the battery, like the chemicals in the batteries from the first run to make them last longer. So that's a really cool.
Do you remember how long the Wii U gamepad lasted? I think it was as soon as you took it from the charger, it was already dead.
It's about 4 hours. Wii U gamepad
On a
lasted
good
about 4
day,
hours.
if you keep it off, it's 4 hours. Otherwise, it's about 10 minutes. That thing died constantly on me.
Classic Gaming Fun says, if you like motion controls by a Wii Ruination of look at Rap. Ruination of Gaming gimmick hot take.
You buy a Wii.
Everyone looking at Rab is like, look, he's like obviously just figured out how to use a phone for the first time. He's having fun with it over his head. He's I got a phone.
Hey,
What does
Rab.
that mean? He's itching his ear. What does that mean? What is
Don't
Rap?
do it. Don't do it, Tyler.
I mean to walk down the street? Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Says
I think it depends on what the tablet portion of the Wii U is doing, because Thomas is saying 3 hours. I saw it go close to 4.
Mine was 2 and a half.
I've seen it do 2.5. It kind of depends on how intensively the game's using it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like Lego City Undercover, it was closer to 2.5 because it had voice coming from it. The map was on there.
Yep.
There's all sorts of stuff going on with that touchpad. So it was far more intensive than a lot of other games.
Yeah, and my point for bringing that up is just because I was impressed by this thing lasting it was like 6 hours plus. So that's a vast improvement from the closest thing we've had, which is the Wii U. So I was impressed by the longevity.
And
of
the
it.
screen on the Wii U is significantly larger than the screen on this thing.
I'm trying to pay the company a compliment. Damn it!
I understand that. I'm just saying.
Well, technically,
I'm like comparing battery life on these. You're
Apples
looking at
and
something
oranges,
that's like
man.
double the
Apples and
screen.
oranges.
The technology and the battery life has improved significantly since the Wii U era too.
To answer one of those questions, I don't know if you guys can answer because I haven't heard, but I don't think there's been new news about the Globetrotters game.
Yeah, a lot of these
I
big
haven't heard
games
anything.
like the Globetrotters, the MLB, your Night Stalkers, your Cloudy Mountains, whether they are done or partially done or whatever right now, those are going to be games that are going to happen after the system's release. So those are big title games. You're going to want to do a baseball game when spring hits and baseball season starts. You're going to want to do maybe Night Stalker come October or for Christmas. You're going to want to have those come out at certain pinnacle moments because they're going to be big releases. So I that is the reason I'm guessing. Like I said, do not quote me. I'm just guessing that's going to be the reason you're not going to see that until they're going to hit hard. They're going to hit hard with the advertising and come out big for those big name games.
How did I suddenly become the actually guy? That's always Rab. He's just not doing it right now.
I
He's holding his weight right now.
Show.
So
I
I'm
was
having to
holding my
do
breath.
it.
He's too cold. Leave him alone. He can't do actually.
Yo, for real though. No.
This is great. Like half the chat's pretty much commenting about Rab walking around. And Robbie says like there's a lot of Rab jealousy. The man looks pretty cool.
He does look cool, I have to say.
No one's jealous of Rab. We
you
love
doing?
Rab. Did you say how you doing?
Some of us. I did.
I mean, to be fair, Panda thinks everybody looks cool. I mean, he thinks Man Machine looks cool.
That is correct.
Man Machine
looks
does
cool.
look cool.
I mean, these are his examples. For
I was
style,
so disappointed
fashion,
that
and
he was like a
coolness.
foot tall.
Man Machine's naughty. I'm just saying.
They said
He's a
all
little
that
naughty.
flashing is the paparazzi chasing Rab. Yeah, he's trying to get away, and he said, "No autographs, please. No autographs. We're doing a live stream."
Dang, it's windy
Not
where
tonight,
you're
guys.
at.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's New York. Of course, it's windy.
Oh, so you
Rab needs to be sitting around a burning garbage can.
Please make that happen. Please.
Says Rab needs
I'm
to keep
trying-
walking north.
I'm
He'll end up in
In
Canada.
Canada.
Basically, yeah. I'm trying to keep the image away from that cult imagery. You want me like around some like flames?
Cyrus
Why
says
not?
Rab looks dangerous.
Dude, just
Oh,
lean into
yeah,
it.
the
I'm
Amico.
gunfight. Dangerous.
You guys are worried about Rab getting mugged. I'm pretty sure he's the one that's going to be doing the mugging out there.
Yeah, he is upstate, yeah.
He's going to go up to somebody. You know about the Intellivision, Amico? You big
I
boy.
mean, he is hiking in like 10-degree weather. He's going to get some stamina out of that.
It's good exercise. Get your steps in.
He
Boo.
has
Get
the
your
cult
steps in.
leader
We-
vibe.
Yeah, the spoiler alert, Tommy's not the cult leader. It's actually Rab.
It's been Rab the whole time.
Rab the whole time.
Come on, people. Come on, people. I spent all this time pulling strings.
Rab needs a flask, Patrick Smith.
Oh, that would be tight.
Yes.
Thomas Bryan, how you doing, brother? Says highway to the danger zone.
Hi,
we had a stream that was going to be like, moving in one direction, and then Rab got on, and it sort of went, boom.
Yeah,
Said his in-laws looks like to me he's trying to escape his in-laws. Luke Skywalker says.
Well,
Yeah, I was at my in-laws on an After Dark, like a special episode for something I don't remember, and I had to like stream from my in-laws' garage, and everyone
that's
was
right. You were
commenting
like in
about
the
how I
basement,
looked.
man.
Remember that.
Yeah, I looked like I was being held hostage.
Yeah, it was like the murder basement.
That was like the entire stream. So I'm like, okay, I'll go get some groceries. It's open to midnight. I'll go get groceries. I'll walk around a little bit, stay warm. No, I'm like completely throwing this off too. Next time I'm gonna like chime in from a cave.
that's gonna be the only.
Please
thing we'll talk
do
about
that.
then, too. We're gonna be talking about the drawings you need to be making on the cave. Is there like a video controller there? I mean,
One inspired.
Chuck, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, can I add in on what you were saying about you haven't seen some of those games like
Yes,
like the
boss.
Cloudy Mountain and the Night Stalker? Thank you, sir. Good
Go
stooge. Anyway, for some of those games, I know things like Night Stalker. I've talked to Tommy, Cloudy Mountain as well. They're trying to put more work into them. I think at this point they kind of realize these are going to be some of their big hits for year one.
Big time.
Yeah,
So I
absolutely.
think some of the reason why like we're not seeing Night Stalker right now isn't that there's something wrong with it. They just
Yeah.
they know it has to shine. It has to be perfect. For something like battle tanks, they know, you can put that out. You kind of know what it does. It's not going to do anything like too, it's not going to knock your socks off and doing things like, oh my God, I didn't realize it could do this. It looks like it's a fun game. We played it. It was a fun game, but Night Stalker, I think is where a lot of, interest among the community is.
Yeah, that's
Cloudy
everyone
Mountain is
I've
where a
talked
lot of
to.
interest is. Yeah. So they have to polish those games and make them perfect.
Yeah.
Polish it, baby. Polish them. Sorry.
So, One Inch Biceps says the Amico's manufactured going to be manufactured in the United States. We do not know that yet. That would be cool. That would be really sweet. I don't know if that's possible. If it is, that'd be pretty sweet.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. They're going to be manufactured at Panda Sub's house. That's why he's so busy and not getting content out. Yes, they're being manufactured at his house. Look at how tired he is. Yes,
I'm so tired. I'm working on 2 videos at the exact same time, and one is rendering right now. That's why I'm on here. So working like crazy on these next 2 ones.
Jada says, as of now, what is everybody's favorite game? So I guess we're saying absolute favorite game so far that we've seen on the Amico. So I guess that includes trailers, gameplay, anything we've seen. What is everyone's favorite game? I'm going to still say it. I hate to say it. I'm going to be just like the people in the poll. I still love Astro Smash. That's my top.
Boo.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Well, I saw some last levels.
So this can be a game that you didn't play.
Yeah, if it's stuff you've seen, like what's your favorite? So
Night Stalker, it's still my number 1.
That's my 2.
Yeah, I would say like Night Stalker and Cloudy Mountain. I'd really like to see more on. Those are 2 I'm really curious about.
What about you, Saggy?
If they're gonna ever actually do it, I want to see Earthworm Jim.
Oh well, yeah, like that would be, I think, probably everybody's.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. I'm not expecting anything on Earthworm Jim for like another 6 months to a year because they've got too much stuff they got to do now to really focus on that at the moment.
Can someone explain how that's working? Does anyone know how that's working since they have a cartoon? Like, who does this license belong to?
It belongs to Doug Tenaple, I believe.
No, I think he gave it away.
Interplay. It's Interplay. Interplay.
It's Interplay. So wait.
So how does that work with the Amico? Do they have to get the license through Interplay, or is Interplay like that? I'm confused about.
Right, I'm also confused because I know that Doug Tenaple has some rights to it, which is why he can still do the comics. But I don't know how that works either.
Yeah, he has the comic rights, I think.
Okay, so he has the comic rights, but I think the rights for the video game would have to come to the other company, right?
I just know the show is definitely not his because I think they're making a show now. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they got a lot of the game people that made the game that work with television. I think almost the whole team, besides like a person.
And any property like this, you don't just wholesale give like all the rights to any medium to whatever company. I mean, you pay per parcel of like whatever you can do with it. Comic rights, that's one thing. Long form story, that's going to be another. Everything they can milk out of this, they're going to split it up. So, they're letting Amico. They're letting Intellivision run with the video game on this, but it's going to be all over the place.
They said maybe Rab is walking to smash JT's. He needs some of that hot tub to warm him up.
That bad. Then, he does this with a hot tub. Come on now.
And then Cyrus says, what you don't know is Saggy isn't on camera because she's walking backwards with Rab's phone.
I am not that good, guys.
Oh, Night Stalker would be a game changer. I mean, that first trailer was pretty in depth because it showed like 2 levels. I'm like, I don't want to see any more levels. I don't want to be spoiled on that. It's like seeing the whole movie,
So Smash is still the only one of us that's actually played that, right? I think no one else has played it.
Yeah, he played it. Yeah.
What a bum.
No, I think
that would be Rab.
I think Metal Jesus and John Riggs were able to play it on their phone when they went to the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas a couple years back.
Oh, right. Yep.
Well,
and by the way, don't rule out, because I seen somebody comment that they're disappointed that Night Stalker won't be a launch game, but like, don't rule that out because we don't even know. I guarantee
we're just guessing.
I guarantee you that it's a 6 game, right? That we haven't heard if that's coming with Amico. I guarantee it won't be. Well, I was gonna say I don't think Night Stalker will be that game that's announced that comes with the Amico, but I have a feeling the reason why nobody knows what it is because it's probably gonna be a big title that people are probably looking forward to. That's gonna be that other game. That's my
See,
theory.
I thought it might round out the different game types, but I think they've already done that, haven't they? They threw like a retro reimagined game in, they threw a board game.
That
board
sixth
in
game is guaranteed to be a party game.
They
Oh,
threw
it's a
more
party
motion
game.
control. Yeah, it would almost have to be.
But
Strip
it-
poker.
That's a pillar. That's a pillar of the system, and a party game that you can use your
Another
phone. A
category
bunch
there.
of people can join in.
Yeah, I'm all about these I'm telling you, the party games are so. Just like today, like I got a group text, well, a couple days ago, for my cousin. She's hosting Thanksgiving this year. She goes, get your quarters ready. They play left, right, center, which is like a quarter drinking game or whatever. So like all the cousins, family, and then after that they'll break out a board, like 2 or 3 board games, and then bring all the kids along, and they'll sit along a big table. So I cannot wait when I get an Amico for party and card games and board games and kids get. Because like I'm bringing that over, and I'm gonna be like, all right, this is gonna be our new thing. Everybody, pull out your phone and hook up to the Amigos. I'm excited for party games. I really am.
Yeah.
But that's the special use scenario. I mean, that's what makes this thing so different. I mean, I love that it does family games, and yes, we can talk about like Nintendo doing family games and other, PlayStation has their family games, Xbox loves family games, but Amico's focusing on that. But the real distinct killer is getting a bunch of people playing some short games that don't involve any sort of explanation.
Exactly.
And the whole library being that. So those sorts of games are what really need to stand out, and they need to kind of go viral in what they can do.
That was my whole reason for wanting the system. Guys, I've said it a million times, just because I would have these big parties at my place, and it would be a bunch of people that didn't know how to play games, but they wanted to play games. And so all these simple games that the Amico has is perfect for that. And that we can just stay on one machine, as opposed to me getting a game here, and all these different systems and then having to set them all up. So that's why that was my interest. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
This is a perfect example. Where is the shifty-eyed dealer? I want to see that character come back, whether it's a Go Fish game, whether it's a war game, whether it's spades or whatever card game they have. That guy's got to be in every poker, obviously. But any of those card games, you got to give it up for Shifty-Eyed Dealer. That's like a mascot for those type of. He should be like the mascot for that category of games. To be
right. Yeah.
Got to give
You
Red.
don't think it should be like
hanging in there? I would have frozen to death by now or collapsed, both properly. Sai says. That's awesome. Will they
Thanks, Sai.
big licenses like Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, or DC?
No.
I know.
We're not gonna know that until it comes out. It's,
No, I can guarantee you, most likely not. I'm not even gonna lie. Not like they usually have deals with like the bigger consoles.
Yeah, I was about to say, and those are usually locked down by companies like EA and Activision and all those too.
Yeah.
So those licenses are kind of like that. Disney's going to be exceptionally picky about who they handles out to. Like they've even showed motions like they don't really want EA handling everything anymore for them. Even with Star Wars. So they're really looking to try to make those games like put them with the right group so they're higher quality.
I think if the Amico is successful, then you can almost guarantee it. It all just depends on how many units they can get out, because money is money.
True. Yeah.
If it shows it's got a big enough market,
that's exactly.
They'll try to get something out there, but I wouldn't expect it for a while. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
At best.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love all this Rab comments. He needs an electric scooter for the trip home. You're gonna have to rent a scooter there, Rab.
I know.
Streets in New
Take a
York.
long walk.
He rent one and then get robbed.
S-Mill has a thing on here about, do you think they could leverage the greater sophistication of the smartphones and the motion controller? I think they probably could, but I don't know if they would, mostly because then you've got the people that have to use the regular controllers at a slight disadvantage.
Yeah.
You can only hook up like 4 of each to the console, so that makes it a little weird. It would be nice if they could, if they would limit it to like, say, a 4-player game. And say, smartphone recommended or...
Are smartphones better motion controls than the Switch?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got more components in them.
Yeah, they've got a lot more technology in them to be able to measure that kind of stuff than the Switch controllers or the Amico does. They're built better for it.
Ooh, Ooh, are you
Battle's End.
saying that? Are you saying a phone is better than the Amico controller? Ooh, hot take. Ooh, you're in trouble.
Sure, go ahead and clip that if you want to. I don't care.
Rodney
They've
says
clipped
that-
worse things already. It's fine.
Rodney says I think
Geeks
our
with
best
Trader.
is
That's right.
Tron because Disney doesn't seem to care about how much now because they own Star Wars. I mean, hey, if they a Tron game, why wouldn't they want to make money on a Tron game, no matter what system it's on? It's like that's license as long as it's decent. I don't see why they couldn't do something like that. It's just once again, it's all when the comes out. So Classic Gaming Fund said he sold Tommy the OEB Pete license, so we're good. Okay, well
See, there you go.
There's your answer on that one. And he's done
Finally.
trolling us all. Happy Thanksgiving to you, American.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Shop well,
Thank
shop
you.
well, and game well. Good night,
Pete, I'm gonna have to give you lessons on trolling, my
Thanks,
friend.
Mr. Classy.
Has there been any announcement of a Burger Time game? I don't think so, but curious if they missed
Yes.
it. Yeah. I think that was
Oh,
announced
sorry.
early, but that's going to be another big one. They're not going to show anything.
Rab was just like, yes.
Yeah, that's what Rab knows it all. That's yes, sir.
Wow,
Bob.
that
There's a Guar and Amico game. I don't think so. As one of the probably maybe two people that's on this planet that might in this panel that might actually know about Guar, no, absolutely not.
There's the people with like
I would
the
buy that.
grotesque masks and everything.
It's Gwar's pillow tickle fight game.
What?
I'm trying to make it seem like it was more family.
Uh-oh, Rab froze to death.
Oh
They got
no!
Uh-oh,
They got
there it
him.
happened. It
They
happened.
got
We knew
him.
it was
Hit
going to
over the
happen.
head or he froze.
They got him. The mean streets of New York got him.
Big Lebowski bowling. Ooh,
Tron,
dude.
Tron is a little bit
Literally.
more likely than the other IPs from Disney, but I think Disney's still going to be picky with it. I think they still like that IP. It's one of their older IPs. It's one of the few
Well, they're making a new movie.
original sci-fi IP. Are they making another movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
there's
hopefully-
two Rabs
Whoa,
now.
it's two Rabs. What the heck?
Whoa!
What?
You're on stream,
What?
that's
You
not
duped
you.
yourself. Way to go,
Wait,
cheater.
did you just clone
Clone.
yourself? This is Clone
How did I do
Wars?
that?
I don't know.
No.
That is just crazy.
That is good. We should leave it. Just leave it.
I'm
It's
gonna
great.
see how long.
Oh,
It deleted
let's
itself.
go.
Sorry, I was gonna see how long it stay on there. Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry Amico edition.
Oh God.
I
no.
did stores nowhere.
I was just watching some documentary about that. The Gwar dance game, like Star Wars, I could not. Aerosmith Escape. Dude, I'd love an Aerosmith or music game based around Aerosmith. Hey, I mean, the connection's there.
Hey, honestly,
pretty
there's a
cool.
connection between Tommy and Steve Tyler. I mean, they're related, so I could see something like that coming up. But I mean, I'll be honest. The only game that Aerosmith ever did really was not great.
Whoa, wow.
Well, you're talking about
Traders with cash tonight. Do it. You're
Thunder Castle would be great for a Pico best game on television. So underrated. The mouse. is
Yes,
the
very good.
The sixth game would be Whack-A-Mole featuring Pat and Ian as the moles. Oh God.
No, no.
Good night,
no.
everybody. Stay safe to the
Good
holiday.
night, J-Dad.
Thanks,
Have a
J-Dad.
good
That
one,
was
man.
funny.
Have
Bye,
a good
J-Dad.
Thanksgiving, by the way.
Rab trying to impersonate. Oh yeah, with no movement. Yes, he did have a clone. I'm trying to catch up here. So where did the figure Rab go? Oh, I heard the He-Man Part 2 is out. By the way, not that has
Did they drop Revelations Part 2?
I
Yeah,
saw
they
it
did.
advertised. So
Okay,
I started
I'm gonna have to
watching it.
watch that then and see how many times they kill He-Man this time. I think they were up to like 6 by the end of the first run. I was kind of like annoyed. I'm like,
I
just
agree with-
stop killing him for 2 seconds. Let him
I
get
agree
a
with
right
Shondell
in.
though. I
Then
agree-
stab him. Damn.
I agree with Shondell right here. I want to see a new Ghostbusters game too. I was saying that when this movie is definitely a hit. Like it is. So I saw it twice already, and I have another group of people who are going to see it. So I'm going to see it 3 times total. And of course the Bro and Psy buddy cop movie. I cannot wait to see that as well. Oh, the game. I'm sorry, and the game. Yes.
Honestly, I would like to see Ghostbusters take off again. I would like to see more games. I would like to see more movies in the IP. I thought this last movie was a good step in the right direction. Yeah. I'm not even gonna talk about the last one. I've tried to love that movie. I can't.
Which one? On which one?
The
2016
2016 one. The 20.
Oh.
Hey, I like Ghostbusters too. Thank you very much. Not nearly as much as the first one,
I do. It's got
but
some,
I really
it's got
enjoyed
some
it.
class to it. It's
Where
I,
the
I
hell is
thought
the
the
gorilla?
third act, particularly
I mean,
the part with Ray, was a little. I don't know where you're going with this, but okay. But it was still fun.
why has there been no video of Steven Tyler with Amico? Who says there hasn't been? Maybe we just haven't seen it. Part 2 of Master of the Universe is really good. Oh,
Good.
yeah, I cannot wait to see it.
I liked it.
Do we have a
Whack-A-Mole
death counter for He-Man in that one?
Yeah.
Whack-A-Mole can be insane. So that's another thing. I think there's so many simple games. Like we were playing that pool game. I mean, what did you guys think of? Let me see. So what is Saggy and Panda? What did you guys think of that? And Rab, that's right, Rab. He's just walking down an alleyway now. I'm hoping he's going to be okay. What did you guys think of the pool game?
I only have like one constructive criticism for it. So
Yes.
overall, I really liked it, and the physics were really good. So it was a lot of fun. We had a great time with it. My only constructive criticism with it is I think that initial where you tap the screen to put your cue stick, I thought that was unnecessary. I thought that actually confused things more when just using the dial to just put the stick where you want it. I think that alleviates one step. Other than that, I thought it was a great pool game. It was one of the better pool games I've played.
That wasn't I thought the tap the screen was to put the English on the cue ball.
No, well, that
is.
I'm with. But when you initially get the control, at least that was my experience.
Okay.
You tap where you want the stick to go. Like I have it on video, and I thought, I thought that was unnecessary.
I didn't play it, so I have no opinion.
Yeah, it worked kind of two ways, and it was a little confusing to figure out which one to do, whether, kind of swipe where the stick is, and, you're behind the ball from the vantage point of the stick, trying to figure out where you're going to place the stick, or you can, Tommy said, like, no, it's easier, just tap in front of the ball where you want the stick, like the general area, and it'll place the stick, so you just get it where you want it to go, and it will automatically kind of queue up to hit in that direction. Then you use your disc to kind of dial in to the exact
By the way,
angle.
I just want to make this disclaimer here, because this is a criticism I've heard a lot after the Boston event, where people were saying that Tommy was explaining the game and this is supposed to be a pick up and play type of game. Again, I want to remind people that when you're seeing the gameplay footage from YouTubers who are playing it, you're seeing them play it after the tutorials. Every game starts off with teaching you how to play, kind of explaining the controls to you, and showing you how to do it and giving you a tutorial before you get into the game. So when you guys are seeing people playing it, you're seeing people play it after they've already done the tutorials, and so they're playing the levels, and that's why Tommy is there explaining how the game works, because we're usually taking over somebody else's game in progress. I
think that's part of their point, though, and it's not necessarily a totally invalid point. If they're supposed to be completely pick up and play, then why do you need tutorials at all? I guess would be their argument.
Every game has tutorials, though.
I understand that. I mean, anybody who's played Kingdom Hearts knows the first 20 hours of the game are just the beginning tutorials, and then you have like the intermediate tutorials for the next 40. But that's just how that game works for a jumping hack and slash game. I have no idea why it needs that many tutorials. But I mean, the point is like a lot of these are simple enough that you could just pick them up and play them. And they don't have that many complicated controls and stuff like that. Pool's a little more involved.
Even the simplest of games, like I played Fox and Forest, the very first game, it has the tutorials at every stage at the beginning. They vary. Usually they'll teach you how to play a game. You have a special stage that doesn't count for anything, that just teaches you how to do it. And then there's like in the opening first level is the entire tutorial. So again, I think that it is pick up and play, but it still is nice to have, especially when you have a new console with new controls. It's important to have a tutorial on how to use these new controls on this console. Like Finnegan Fox, people played Fox and Forest. Okay, but people played Fox and Forest with a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller because it's on that platform. Now they need to know how to do it on an Amico, because the Amico has different control systems.
I don't know. I just press buttons and figured shit out. That's how I always did it. I mean,
yeah, that's what I do, but then I don't do it well.
I would say nothing was very difficult to get. It did take a couple minutes to kind of alienate yourself or orient yourself. Orient yourself to what the controller specifically was doing in that game, because every game is a little bit different. You're using certain things in different ways. You're using the pressure sensitivity of the disc. You're using the touchscreen as a second director, to steer or to direct something secondary. So it takes some time to get used to. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's not an hour. It's like, 2 minutes and you kind of get it. Okay.
Right,
I could do this without anything. Yeah, even less, but like you start to feel real comfortable with it after a couple of minutes.
Right, and you also have to understand each Amico game uses the controller like differently, right? So there'll be one game where you have to hold the controller sideways, right? Or there's another game you can hold it upright. So it's good to have that instruction on, well, how does this game utilize that controller? Because it's different for each game. So it is important to have that, like, that the instructions, because yes, you can pick up and play, but you also need to know how to play with the controller, because it could be, does this controller use the motion sensor? Does this controller only use the disc and the touch screen? Like, you need to know these things.
Well, look, I would say that the best thing I can say is that my observation of the entire event, I saw young and old people playing it without any problems. So, I mean, there's definitely going to be a learning curve. Wow, that is a lot of wind.
There's going to be a learning curve on any game you pick up. The idea behind the Amico is to make that learning curve minimal, right?
Yeah, because most of it's common sense. I can tap this thing and then it does this, so. Yeah, because even the Wii had a learning curve. Obviously, there's going to be a new functionality of the controller no matter what game, pending the game you're playing.
Hold your form baton in a vertical manner. Hold the form baton next to your thigh as if it was your warm. No, go ahead.
Wait a minute, whoa!
I was going to tell you, I already am.
I love some Wario World.
So there was some questions. There was some questions about the sports games. I think we kind of brought it up a little earlier. They do have some sports games. They have soccer, baseball, and which was the MLB baseball.
But you can pool,
Harlem Globetrotters,
darts.
There's gonna be a lot
cornhole.
Cornhole. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Cornhole. Yeah. So there's a lot of them they haven't shown yet, because these are going to be, games that they're really. A couple of them are new licenses, so they're still going to be going through that. But it's going to be that's going to be around the time that sports stuff, like I was saying earlier, like the springtime or something, when cornhole and baseball and basketball, when these seasons start, that's going to be the time to release those.
They need to make a hockey game, because that controller is perfect for hockey.
Oh, dude! Like, how you play Shark, how critical all those 64 positions are from turning that fish. Can you imagine doing that on the ice with a hockey game?
Exactly. Yeah.
You were absolutely right about that, my friend. You were absolutely right about that.
I mean, it's not just hockey. I mean, you think about football. You want to make some like any kind of minute fake out your opponent on the field and fake them left and go right. It's like, I mean, every the direction really will matter of where you push to go and make a tackle. I think there's a lot of potential with something that is so flexible, but not as like
Wind advisory board.
Wind advisory board.
Wow.
That wind
you guys
is
want to go?
weird.
You're gonna want to stay in your homes. You're gonna want
The wind is coming.
Rab to get whisked away like Mary Poppins.
Oh my God, you're right. Can you imagine just having Rab walk by you and just a gust of wind just falls in his wake?
Smoke like a
makes you think it doesn't.
Smoke screen.
Mr. Shu, I think the idea behind NBA Jam is kind of coming in the form of the Globetrotters game.
I say the Globetrotters.
My understanding is that's what the Globetrotter game's going to try to be closest to, is that kind of arcadey
that would be
basketball
awesome.
Game.
I think there's so much opportunity to have like real fun with that glob.
Patrick, I asked that same
Globetrotters
question.
license.
By the way, Patrick.
Did you say glob?
You talking about this one?
Yeah, because I was like, when I first was introduced, I did ask, because I love VR games, and that was one thing I asked, was like, would you ever see the potential of having like VR on the Amico someday, since VR is kind of like
There's no way it could do it.
Right, and well, no, it's not even that. It's not even that.
You want to do it.
Right, it's
solitary.
Not even, right, it's not just that they can't do it with the technology. It's more also that like the whole premise of the Amico is like doesn't like VR sucks you in and it keeps you there for a while to get and he doesn't want the Amico to keep people playing for 3 or 4 hours. It wants to be like maybe an hour play and then take a break. So yeah, that's
not only that. The experience of VR is meant to isolate you from the world around you. It's to immerse you in that experience. Sound and visually, which blocks everyone else out around you. So it doesn't include other people. It completely excludes other people, except for the people you may be playing with online. So
That's what I did at all my parties. I put my VR goggles on and then just play the entire evening.
No, he didn't. He was
So-
wearing his B-roll like backup man machine box on his head. Just like, I'm totally in VR here.
Well, that's the party. Is he plays with all the puppets and man machine.
Yeah.
I mean,
for real though, you
it's-
don't want to screw up your messaging. I mean, if you even the big players, Nintendo did that with the Wii U. I mean, the name, yeah, it's a stupid name. It wasn't too distinct from Wii, but people didn't know what to make of it either. Is it a adapter for the Wii? If you're playing with the Wii and these are all like fun little party games and motion games, then you have the Wii U and it's this drawing tablet. Like you don't want to kind of screw up your messaging and kind of what you're about.
Yep.
well,
True.
well, and also the system is not like Panda was saying. It's not powerful enough to actually work with VR. It's
Right.
just not. It's not that kind of system. You need a lot more power to really work in a VR environment.
You need a
And
lot
it
of
just-
power to work.
Yeah,
Whoa.
do. And yes,
Whoa.
I do. Why do you think I have money?
Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh,
Here we go.
And it's on!
Here we go.
I love how people are asking how far is the grocery store from Raps. He's been walking for,
I'm looking for
almost
like an
an hour.
hour.
And then
Right,
Brian
he's in
says
New
the grocery
Jersey.
store
All right.
must be in Jersey.
You walk
All right,
me
where's our admins here? Where's our moderators? Brian's got to go. It's the fucking guy.
Yeah,
Patrick
The
says
grocery
multiple-
store is in Jersey.
multiple people in VR scenario would basically give you real life. Multiple people shared by a VR environment would be intense. Yeah, that'd be pretty nuts, right? Like a whole new world. Like
yeah, but
Grand Theft
unfortunately, the
Auto,
Miko.
like VR.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Miko is not that powerful of a system to provide that kind of experience.
Hoverboards don't work on water. You need power.
You need power.
He's gonna get a hard-boiled PI vibe from Rab right now.
You're like the equivalent of Alvarado's mustache now. Like every single gag.
Yeah.
I know.
And that,
I know.
that is why he's called Geeks with Cash. He's totally getting me an Oculus Quest 2 for Christmas.
No. Merry
Well,
Christmas
definitely don't look at
to
Panda Broke 2000 for that.
You know the only reason I haven't actually bought a
broke
Quest 2
Unemployed
yet.
Studios.
It's gonna
The
be
only reason I haven't bought a Quest 2 yet is because I don't want to be tied to freaking
Facebook.
dick face there over at
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I mean, you can always get one and give it to me. I'm okay with that.
So Kurt asked, how many of us bought the, or I guess pre-ordered the wood finished Amico? That would be me. No, we got 3.
Guilty.
Nice.
No, I didn't raise my hand. I was just putting some in my mouth.
Oh, no, it's still 3.
Rab's getting one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got purple from GameStop, Galaxy Purple, the white, and the wood grain.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I think I've got the black, the graphite black, and the Founders Edition ordered.
Yeah. I'm
And the
not gonna
graphite,
lie.
the graphite black, I think I'm gonna send to my mom.
Yeah, I'm not
because
gonna
she'll have
lie.
fun with
That wood grain one does not look appealing to me, but that's just me.
Cyrus says the grocery store is a scam. It's fake. No proof that it is real. More lies.
And by the way, I
See what's happening.
understand why the wood grain one exists, because it's supposed to kind of look, I guess, maybe like an original Intellivision,
Thank
but like
you, CT.
I wood grain stuff console looks weird to me. It's like it's
It's a throwback to like the 70s where they
Yeah,
were all
you're-
like,
I mean,
yeah,
you're
no,
looking
I
at-
know,
it was
I
like
know,
it was a thing back then.
I know.
It
but
wants to
still-
be a station wagon.
right. It wants to be a station wagon. Exactly. That's why it looks weird to me. I want a red one. I want the red one.
I mean,
That's what
if we get it for Christmas, I'm gonna
No.
put like Christmas lights and stuff on it,
What?
make it look all festive and stuff.
I only want the red and black one.
Same with me. I've got wood grain and black. That's awesome. I
Mine's
love the
black.
blacks. It looks like it looks like the Tron. The lights look coolest on the black one, which we saw them working really sweet, man. At the Boston events.
I definitely want the black one. That's the one that looks like Tron for me. That's the one I like.
Yeah. That's the whole purpose of I
Yeah.
think it looks fantastic. That's why I can't wait to play like Deadly Discs on the Tron looking one.
See, as Parrot betrays me as someone who's had a wood grain system before, don't need it anymore. Well, you're gonna have one.
No, don't you tell. What is it?
Paradox error.
Paradox. I can't read.
I like Catch when he drinks. He gets a little loosey goosey. He gets a little. You're quacking a lot tonight.
I've about gone through this. I know not.
He lets a few secrets.
Really
go.
not filming this all that much. I may have to go for seconds or something.
I think you should go for fourth. Let's do it.
You are such an instigator.
I like Seamart says I have all of the things pre-ordered. So many.
Panda is an agent of chaos. I have very much learned that about him when I met him. He is an agent of chaos, and
he actually is. He is admittedly and openly an agent of chaos.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I've talked to him on the side. He's like, "Yeah, burn it all to the ground." And I'm like,
Yep.
"All right, then."
He is a real life troll. He's a real life troll. If you want to see a troll in real life, that is Panda Sub 2000.
Patrick said, "A side note: I want to rent DJC's basement for New Year's Eve. I assume there's a waiting list." Yes, there is, sir. Yes, there is.
We should do the next Amico event at your place.
I say this spring, Amico Fest, my place.
All right,
Sukasa.
there you go, guys. You're getting noticed now. Plan to go to wherever the hell.
You just call him Planda?
What? Planda?
The black one.
Yes, he does.
He
definitely does.
Something different with my Amico. BCS has the wood on it.
Cyrus.
No, but I like them all. They're all kind of unique in their way. I actually like the way that the new Glacier White looks. I remember when they first announced it had like the silver in it. Now everything's like high gloss white. It actually looks really clean.
Dude, the one that I thought that I was the most impressed with, honestly, in Philadelphia was that Graphite Black. I thought that thing looked great.
Yeah.
It looked way better than the pictures. And when those lights come on that one, it's going to be outstanding.
I just want the red and black one that's on the background.
The red and black looks nice. And it's even different than the one in the picture here, isn't it? Or is this I'm trying to see what's below.
Well, we saw the red and black one in person.
Yeah, I'm
That's
trying to
why I
remember. Was
want
it
it.
fully red or did it still have that black on there?
And it was weird because I really wanted the GTO red, and then I saw the Graphite Black, and I'm like, I kind of like that better, actually.
I think it was the red and black one. I can't 100% remember either, but I know there was a red one there. Let me go back and watch my video.
I thought there's only one red one. There's two?
No, that's saying that I think there was
there's only one.
There's only one red.
There's only one red and black. Yeah,
okay.
That's
we
the
saw
GTO. That's the GTO red one, which they've not announced how you can get it. Then there's the Glacier White. Then there's the Graphite Black. The Galaxy Purple, which is the GameStop exclusive one.
Right.
And
that's
then
the second one I want. Yep. Well, purple's my favorite color.
And while the Galaxy Purple one's a little bit more expensive, it comes with a gift card as well, which offsets some of that cost.
I went looking for the video and I clicked on the round one video where we were at the first event, and the first thing I do when I click the button to go back to see which consoles, it's the part where I was looking at Panda Sub's butt.
Of course, we all were.
It's quite the sight.
Shit. Okay. So my wife is now an enabler, so she brought me a glass, and I'm like, okay, the glass is empty. What's going on? And she brings me a bottle.
You're damn right.
It's a true Thanksgiving Eve where you are at, my friend.
Okay, I got it.
So Retro, ask
Is
about
it warm?
He's been very
Is it warm, Nick?
Come on.
I'm going to be warm in a little bit. Rab, you should come over and have some of this. You will no longer be cold, sir.
All right, hold on, let me click off this. I am. You want it? There we go.
Apparently, I'm required to show the
Oh,
label.
so it did have the black stripe around it then. Okay.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure because I saw it. I was like, okay, yeah, it did have the black. So that is the black and red one that's in the picture in the background. So
I think that one looks beautiful. I like the controllers too.
Yeah, that one's the one I want. That one's my favorite right now. So I just wanted to show that because I was like, I found it.
Looks like
I'm just gonna hold up the label to the room here.
Don't even use a glass. Just drink it.
Dictador.
Dictador. That's exactly what that means.
Just drink the whole bottle. Don't even do it.
That's what I call it. I call it the Dictador.
I'm definitely going to be slurring probably by the end of the stream.
You're already slurring, Holmes.
Fantastic.
Get them all.
Fantastic. I'm in the right direction.
Something like that. When is the red and black Amico coming out? I'd like to know that soon because I would be really interested in.
We need to take our bets
I'm not
about
hurting
where
you.
that's going because I say it's Target. I know you guys say Walmart, but I'm sticking with Target.
Oh, if I was going to go with a major retailer, I would absolutely go with Target. If I was going to go with Walmart, I would do a different color scheme.
Yeah, blue.
Maybe.
Yeah, like blue and yellow.
Yeah.
But I mean, Walmart has a lot of exclusives. They're not all blue because that's their organizational colors. It's something special to have there.
I know.
I
It just
think-
would be
I think
cooler
Walmart's
if
a
it
good
was
deal for them.
blue and yellow.
Sir,
Yo, has Rab been drinking? He's getting a little spicy now too. Look at that. You all.
I think Rab's lips are freezing, and that's more why he's slurring.
Yeah, my legs. Yeah.
He's right. He's losing feeling in his body. Oh man.
So,
I love you
so
guys.
now everybody's talking about the liquor that I'm drinking.
The GTO
So
looks
I've
sick for
detracted
sure.
away
The
from
chroma
Rab.
pop out
Sorry,
for sure.
Rab.
A good life indeed. Well, I got to catch up on all this. We're still talking about your liquor, yeah.
Circuit City, I'm dead.
It's good
is
stuff,
Circuit
man.
City. Circuit City is very dead.
Geeks with
Yes.
No, rest in
Dictator
peace,
is a
Circuit
delicious
City.
rum. There's another one called
Geeks with Dictador.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, shoot.
You know what? I've got alcohol. You can't bum me out right now.
Oh, since One Inch Bicep says Circuit City. I was going to say Children's Palace or KB Toys, but you know what? I could be wrong too.
By the way, can we say props to Rab for being on the
Child
street
World.
for like almost an hour?
Child World.
I feel like he's just pacing around the grocery store,
Cyrus
so he doesn't have to
says
go
his face
into
is
the
more
grocery
dumb
store
right
on a
now.
live stream.
Well, I'm
More
trying to
Rab.
stay on with you guys. Yeah. I don't want to be yelling in there. Yeah. Anyway.
Rab got into that sauce and is walking it off, Ted says.
Well, he is with his in-laws, so I mean, you know, alcohol helps.
If you didn't have some whiskey before you started walking, I'm so sorry. That should have been the smart thing to do. All right, I'm gonna should have took a couple nips of Jim Beam or some kind of whiskey with you.
Jim Beam. What is wrong with you?
I like Jim Beam. Okay, no, pause. So Jim Beam Red Stag because it's black cherry liqueur in there. If you put that in Coca-Cola, it makes it taste just like cherry Coke. It's great.
Didn't you work at a liquor store? Shouldn't you understand like there are better liquors than like Jim Beam at this
Yeah,
point?
but that's why listen, first of all, it's $1. Okay, it's $1. So Jim Beam was good for me because it was $1, and I don't drink that often. So I'm not spending a bunch of money on liquor that I'm not going to drink more than just one time to taste it. But I
Look,
do.
I don't spend money on liquor I'm not going to drink. I spend money on liquor that's going to get me hammered and taste good.
Look, Saggy, the elitist with cash over here. He doesn't understand.
Realize all these little
Andy
clips of
Vision,
yours are going to like be clipped.
Listen,
It's going to be like a series of like 9 videos.
the heck
We're going
is
to have
that
to have
sound?
Car Wars on. You know this, right?
what the heck is going
He's all
on?
like,
Brad? What is that? Are you gonna be attacked by some kind of like insect
Pterodactyl?
monster or something? Right? Like what the heck is that?
No.
Say
People's
you don't have
engines
that
about to
cash,
freeze.
you
I don't know.
Well, you know, she needs to come out here and then she can, you know, have good
Yeah, I was gonna say not everyone can afford the fancy alcohol. Okay, some of us are on a budget. Some of us are geeks with budgets. Okay,
Yeah, Dictador.
we're not geeks with cash. We're just on a budget. Okay.
You really are a big Dictador.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna start changing my name. Geek.
Cheers, baby.
I'm changing my name, Geek.
What do you have your mouth around right now? Dictador? Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
I'm gonna try to
And that's
right
another
into
clip.
this next segment. TV's Hasselhoff says, could the Red Amico be an exclusive to sell on QVC or Home Shopping Network? Tommy mentioned those networks in the past. That would actually be a kind of a cool thing to sell.
Yeah, that would be
Trying to get that family mom kind of, market. I think that would be,
Oh, we lost
We
Rab.
lost Rab.
They got him
Someone
again.
hit him from behind again.
Right,
Hopefully
no.
we'll see.
No,
was-
see. Go ahead.
That didn't sound right.
Okay,
That was it.
I-
That looked like a blunt object. That didn't sound right.
Yeah, it's gonna be now geeks with struggles. That's what's gonna be.
Sai says, rest in peace, Rab.
That
CC
poor
says,
SOB.
"Geeks with budgets.
No, geeks with struggles.
Oh, he's being chased by Morlocks. That's why he keeps looking over his shoulder. Sheeps with cash.
Right? Geeks with cash. Yeah.
Liquor store employees always have the best stories.
no
my
idea.
Let's put our best Geeks with Cash insults in the comment section.
Oh,
Well, Panda just wants to have like another 4 days of like Twitter wars because somebody made a video or something. I feel like
That is correct.
That's
Correct.
his entire goal.
Listen,
Because he doesn't
no.
want to sleep ever. So what he does is he uses this as fuel to keep himself awake. So he
Yes.
doesn't have to like beat the crap out of himself, which is what he's normally doing.
That is true.
Potion Sword Run, I love you.
Hey, Potion,
What's
what are you
happening,
doing, man?
Potion?
What
How
are you
you
doing?
doing, man?
We love Potion Sword Run.
I think he's just got a slight connectivity issue, but we're seeing him now at least. That's good.
Brett found a stalking
This-
victim for the night. Nope, the
that's
search
another
continues.
A party is a party machine. The Amico been a perfect office Christmas party toy. I agree.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You play it, or even like a lunchroom break thing, because you're playing those little games with like round after round. It's not like you have to get into a quest. I think that'd be a perfect thing. Kurt said, "Oh, DJC, you have the best show. Everyone is great. Love it. I don't really have a great show. It's these people that put on the great show. I just host it terribly."
That is correct.
That is not true. I'm still wondering how I have subscribers.
I
By
kid.
the way,
I kid.
subscribe to all these people. By
Don't
the way,
subscribe to me. I'm
They're great.
drama. Don't come to my channel.
Except Saggy.
Except
Do
me.
not subscribe to her.
I have gained more subscribers by not putting out a video, so I'm not sure what that says about.
Yeah, you're
They're
welcome.
subbing to keep you from making another video.
Pretty much.
Like your Halloween video. They're like, please, we will subscribe. Don't
Stop.
do this again.
Well, no, it's because I recently gave you a little push because
You did. No, and I appreciate that. But actually, prior to that, I've gained so many in not doing anything. So
Yes, because
You know what,
they're
Jan?
looking for what you're gonna do.
I want to address Jan's comment because I will take it.
Take
If
full
I can
credit.
look like any boxer, even if it's King Hippo, I don't care.
what was the comment?
Vodka. He looks like Vodka Drunsky from Punch Out.
Yeah.
Which is eventually turned into Soda Popinski for the.
That's right.
I'm
That's right.
taking
He was
full
turned
credit.
into Soda Popinski.
I'm taking full credit for shilling for Panda sub. Full credit.
What's up,
don't worry.
Lorenzo?
Full credit. I am a Panda sub shill, not an Amico shill.
I
Panda
feel
sub.
like I've been insulted. Lorenzo called me a human. I'm not sure if I should
He's a
take that as an insult or not.
lizard. He's a lizard man.
Is he a
I saw
lizard
the
man?
original
Yes, he's a
Odyssey
lizard
at Motorola Christmas party back in the 70s.
I want to be a lizard man now. How do I do that? Where do I get that
That's
gig?
awesome, Patrick. That's sweet. I never had an Odyssey. People love the Odyssey.
Okay, bye,
Oh,
Rab.
we lost Rab again.
Ah,
Rab
Lord.
frozen in the distance. I love how he says, I feel like we're watching Rab's photo slideshow of his trip to the city.
It's true. We
Going
are.
back to the Odyssey, even Benny Silver gave me an Odyssey shirt, which looks cool.
Benny.
Benny! So he gave me
Where
a
is Benny?
t-shirt,
I don't
and-
see
and
Benny in the crowd tonight.
What's that? Yeah, he's not
I haven't
even
seen
around.
Benny tonight.
No,
I'm
You should contact DJC and then we'll work something out.
there you go. So, I'm a rebel. Oh, be careful. The rebels are coming. So, no, what I was trying to say is, what was I trying
And
to
Zaki's like,
I'm blindsided by that. What was I trying to say about
Odyssey.
Magnavox Odyssey? What was that just? Oh, and I'm sorry for sounding stupid as a retro gamer, but wasn't that the one that had the different screens? That
Yeah, you'd put the overlays
Yeah,
on
you
the
put them
screen.
on the you put the overlays on the TV. And
Yeah, so-
realistically, you could move like your little player character anywhere on the screen.
Yeah,
It didn't really have any limitations. It was kind of like
but if you had to go through a maze or do something like that,
yeah, kind of. I mean, it's a little vague. I mean, it was like one step up from the brown box, so it didn't really have a whole lot of like actual rules. It was more like guidelines and just overlays to kind
Right.
of give you the.
piece of paper.
I don't know. It had different carts, kind of. I don't really. I mean, it put some different graphics.
Stop
on it.
talking. There was a compliment that you talked over about mine.
Oh,
My word.
Okay, we'll read it.
oh, well, if
Everyone
it was
quiet.
If it was a compliment for Panda, then we need to overlook it.
Yeah, we're gonna overlook that.
Truly insanely awesome videos. It's a bit too obvious that he's a paid pro. Tommy needs to be more careful.
Thank you. You want to read that again? I don't know if you want
Well,
to. I don't
well,
know.
I feel like we shouldn't ever read
Make
any
Dennis hair look
comments
blonde, he'll look like
that
the
are
Hitman from
compliments
Fargo.
towards Panda at all. He already
So-
has an ego. He doesn't need a larger ego.
So
Thank
when
you,
I-
everybody.
when I-
I've had my hair blonde. I can show that picture if anyone wants to see.
So
Oh,
when
yes,
I
let's
I think I've
Please
seen that
show
picture.
that.
Were you in a tutu in that picture?
Odyssey
I-
was
Yes.
the first game system had a rifle. The one
yeah.
that too.
So I will say
That's right. It did have one of the first home light gun games.
When
There
I
was a straight up light gun game.
Is it
That I think
lagging?
was before that in like 1971.
I think
I think
I'm
it was made for
lagging.
Nintendo.
Can you guys hear me okay? Because I feel like
I
I'm
can hear
Yeah.
you fine.
lagging.
I'm talking over you.
Okay, because I think I was like, am I lagging or something? Because everyone's talking over each other. I think I'm lagging.
I'm just talking over you because I can.
He's
Lorenzo
got too
says,
much dictador in him.
That's right.
Lorenzo
Yeah,
says I'm
we
skeptical
know.
of Amico, but it sounds like the Founders Edition might go into production soon. Well, they are into final production. Going into manufacturing should be the next step into
I
that.
gotta put my drink
So,
down. That was too funny.
I don't think end of year, but I think this has turned into just a complete off the rails as usual.
We're getting back.
We're
We're
hoping
getting
the next. I'm guessing the first part of next year would be when we see these founders, which sounds great because they announced production yesterday.
She's just over giggling. She's giving me the giggles.
Is any of
Oh, God.
videos real or is it just animation? The guy's got animation skills are dope.
It's just
Yes,
every time.
They're all real.
They are all it's a blend of obviously live action, that's me, and then a lot of 2D and 3D animation. So it's a whole bunch
Realistically, it's an actual panda sub that flies in space.
that is also correct, yes.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's higher
just
panda.
every time DJC tries to react.
I know everybody just talks over. I'm just start screaming. I just start getting louder now. Panda's now available to buy 2 Domino's pizzas with all the dough that Tommy's giving. Wait, what? I didn't know you were getting dough, like literal dough to make pizzas.
Oh,
That
I'm
Tommy's
crying.
giving you? Oh, that's awesome.
I'm crying.
I'm off to Harry's to get some pies. Me and
If
Ted-
Tom, it's so funny. Like that, I think there are some people that actually assume I'm paid by Tommy. The poor guy. What has he got? I think he has 2 videos he's gotten from me out of months and months. Then,
Yeah, I was about to say, if he's
Yeah.
paying for videos, you're underperforming. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're great quality videos, but
No, I make more
God.
subs when no one's watching. So,
Well, here's the thing. Like when I did my stream, and I kind of was like, it was a random stream, and I was bored, and I was like, oh, I was like, I need my fix of panda sub content, so I just went to the thing and I played the video of the Amico stuff, and everyone was like, wowed, and I'm like, exactly, that's how we were introduced to this man. Because as far as I knew, he was just some dude who randomly showed up in my chat once in a while and said something. And then he dropped a video. I was
That's
like, wait a
cute
minute.
Avatar. Moving on.
Right. I was like, okay, so that's cool. And then he dropped that video, and everyone's jaw literally hit the floor. Like, that's not even over exaggeration. Everyone was like, who is this man? What the hell do you do in your real life that you found time to make this like high budget film, basically? And yeah, that's how we were all introduced to him. So I always try, because like I said, my whole goal too, not to get a little sidetracked, but I'm gonna anyways. Like, I love seeing talent on this platform. You know, people who actually have talent, like DJC does music. You know, everyone here has like a talent, except for me. I just scream in my camera sometimes, but
which
it's
is
like,
a talent.
which apparently is a talent. But yeah,
it's a talent.
I love it, and that's why I always, once in a while, if I have a big stream, I got a lot of people watching, I'm like, hey, this is the time to like pimp out some people who have talent, because it's amazing what people do.
Like Cash is good at drinking.
Yeah, he's very good at drinking. He's very good at consuming things. We've seen that. He eats, he drinks, he's great at it.
I mean, he's got an Art Big Fall shirt on. Does that really need to even say more? I mean,
Does he really? Oh, he does.
oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely do.
he's got an exclusive
I
Art Big
told
Fall.
you guys this afternoon I was with Art Bigfall, so I'm wearing my Art Bigfall shirt. What?
Man, what a cool guy with that cowboy hat. and
What a
everything.
good looking man that Art guy is.
Alex Snell says, I got the opportunity to play the Amico last week with Tommy at Intellivision, and it was great. He apparently saw the packaging, and it was awesome. I have not seen the packaging.
I have not seen the packaging.
I don't think any of us have seen the packaging. So that's
Smash
pretty
has
awesome,
seen it.
dude. That's really
Smash has
awesome.
seen it,
I'm
and he said
glad
it
you
was
got
pretty
to
amazing.
see Tommy's package.
The packaging of what?
Of the Amico.
God, I saw that coming. As soon as she started to talk, I go, it's gonna go there, and it did, and it did.
Yeah, what's it? I love this. Geeks and Panda are making the highlights, absolutely, of today's stream, as well as Sideshow Rab. Yeah, what happened to Rab, though?
He's dead.
Oh, there's totally gonna be like 9 videos of like Panda just like dissing me calling him a puppet boy, and it's gonna be.
I love
it's
Puppet Boy.
It's gonna be a whole thing.
Why does Panda sub so
I
many
am.
videos? 'Cause
I'm
it
actually
takes
great
a long
at like
time.
getting killed repeatedly in retro games.
Well, look, I have another. I'm actually working right now on the next Howdy Amico episode that I'm hoping to get out by Tuesday. I am praying that it gets done. So hopefully very soon. Very soon.
My mic sucks. I might go back to doing streams having this. I disconnected it, and anyways, I'm not going to
That's right. I
get into
can't
audio
stop
things.
laughing at the fact that everyone's like, "Yeah, we want to see Tommy's package."
It's up there. Oh, you guys.
I'm so not mature at all. How am I an adult?
I think Saggy's having a little dictador over her house too.
She's drinking something.
Don't-
She's got
don't-
that $1
Panda,
hooch, and it's doing it for her.
Careful, because as soon as you said it, I was gonna say something I'm gonna jump about.
So Alex Dell says that he was talking to Patrick. I got a tour, heard about the production news right there live as it happened, and saw packaging for the console. It's really neat. That's awesome, man. That's really awesome.
I would be happier seeing the packaging for the console than the power supply for the console. Quite frankly.
I would want to talk. Well, that's what the second half of this stream is. For the next hour and a half, we're going to talk about those AC adapters. I hope everyone took their notes.
Wasn't there supposed to be something?
We actually spent about 30 minutes talking about the power adapter, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Isn't there something?
We could have done the whole stream on the AC adapter. That would have been fantastic.
Oh God, it would have been funny.
Isn't there supposed to be something cool with the box for the Amico? Like it's some kind of innovative new packaging or something?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention when Smash was
yeah,
talking about
it's
it
be
because
really
I don't
cool
care
stuff.
about the packaging on consoles particularly.
I found myself with blonde hair, and I've decided that picture is way too douchey for me to show. So that'll be another time.
I don't know. The only packaging I really care about is like when I buy collectibles and stuff like that. I like to have better packaging because if I move, I want to be able to put them back in that packaging so that they transport easier. With the console, I'm not too worried about that. So I really don't care too much about the packaging on those because it doesn't benefit me to keep it around in any way, really.
Right.
I mean, I'm trying to remember like the first. I don't know. I mean, just any of the consoles are kind of neat. Like in the early days, like the 2600 and the Intellivision. You know, they'd have like they'd always have like the huge library or screenshots. Well, actually, back then I think they were even drawings or renditions because it's not like they could take screenshots, but on the whole back of the box, it would show squares of each like screenshot of all the games available. And I always used to think that was fun to look at, you know.
Yeah, they did that. They did all the way through the Xbox, I think, because the Genesis did that. The Super Nintendo did that. Didn't the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 do that? They had like Order 1886 on the back of the box, I remember. And that didn't come out for like another 4 years.
You're like, when are those coming out? No, that is cool, man. That is cool, man. I can't wait to see that. I mean, I'm going to be surprised when that comes out in, so many months. I don't think we're seeing them by the end of the year. I'm going to be honest. It's going to be next year. But like I said, an Intellivision Christmas. We'll have a classic Intellivision Christmas and an Amico New Year.
What do you guys have planned? I mean, I think I've asked this before, but what do you guys have planned at this point we can say when you get the console, what are you going to be doing for your channel?
Probably
cool ideas?
I'm probably doing unboxing almost immediately.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know that's kind of like low-hanging fruit, but I think everybody will really want to see those. I think that'll be fun for everybody. And then I'll probably show the boot-up sequence and just initially go through the 6-pack in-games real quick. I might do individual videos for those, depending on how involved I can get with those.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to put like a 2-minute video. Like, hey, look, I'm playing biplanes. Look, back, forth. Oh, look, I'm done. If there's more that I can feel like I can do with it, I'll probably do it that way. Or if I can get maybe Nicole involved to like have her kick my butt at more than a few of these, like I have a feeling she's really going to kick my butt at Shark.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think because I think that's the one challenge and also the one plus about the system is that the downside is that if you're as a solo experience, it's not going to be as exciting as seeing multiple people. But that's also the exciting thing about watching is that if you guys can get multiple people playing on it, that'd be a fun experience.
I mean, that's the whole reason we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm gonna catch up on some of this. Why is Saggy not on video? What is she? We never know what she's doing. Where's the meatball from? What is she doing in there?
As her online father, it's best you don't know what she's doing.
Listen, I went to go say hi to Max. He's streaming about stuff, and I went to go drop a like, and then I saw.
Are you stream cheating on us?
Whoa!
I was called a
You
traitor.
double
'cause
streaming?
I was called a traitor because I was here, and I said, "Well, Panda Bay comes first."
You're damn right he does.
Listen, if I have a choice between Max and Panda Bay, I think it's an obvious choice.
Come on now.
Why, Nick? Why do you always cringe? Are you against our
I'm
budding
a
relationship?
little bit sober, and so this is all cringe. I need to be far more.
You're going to be
You're
giving me
just
away to
following that.
him. You are going to be giving me away to him. You're gonna have to just accept this.
Oh God, I wish.
And
the
you got
bottle
nothing
was-
to worry about, Cash. I'm a really good guy, so
Yeah,
everything's
I really
good.
wish the bottle was still in the room
Listen,
right now.
we're gonna have listen. We're gonna have an Amico themed wedding. We're gonna have like 20 Amicos there for everyone to
Yep.
play. And We're
Yep.
gonna invite all of the people from all corners of the internet. It's gonna be the best wedding of the year.
The only guy that's not going to show up is the groom. I mean, like, it's going to be a great, great party.
I'm telling you, I need more alcohol for this conversation.
I feel like that's literally true. Like I would be sitting there at the altar and be like, "Where's my husband? Oh wait, he had to make a move. He had to make a
No,
move."
I'll send the totally, genuinely real Phoenix McFury to be at the altar.
I'm gonna get married to a cutout.
Genuine.
Cardboard
Yes,
cutout.
yes, you are.
I'd be like, I am.
Which has more personality than me, by the way.
Yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna catch Amico to it, be like, "Here, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I had to finish this film I'm making."
Cringe with Cash.
Cringe was catch. I love it. Yes.
I am far too sober for this conversation.
Dude, I love
Oh
Moonlight.
wow!
It's
Now
an
my
awesome
wife is
reference.
offering me more alcohol.
Yeah!
So you're Bruce Willis and she's Sybil Shepherd. Sorry. Sybil.
Actually, this would be a really good night for the grappa. I'm not gonna lie.
We should have a totally plastered show. Like, we should all just come on and try our best to be sober, but just keep taking shots.
I'm
Try,
down
I
for
love
that
how
challenge.
try to our best. It's just no.
Yeah, like that, because that makes it more fun when you're trying to be sober.
I am
if I-
down for that challenge.
If I drink as much as I need to handle this conversation between you two, I'm gonna break every glass on the table right now.
What? Even better.
No, John, Tommy is the one who is the priest. He's marrying us.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Or
DJ sees the music. DJ C brings the music. Obviously, Nick has to give me away to the groom who doesn't show up, and
A sober show in space.
Retro Bro will be the muscle security. We have it all planned out. We've been planning this for a while. Me and Panda.
Yep.
I have not been involved in this conversation because the response would be no.
Yeah, we're all
I'm a good guy.
No, you're not. This is his answer. No.
That is correct.
We're all gonna do it
Wait.
live from the arcade.
We know he's not a good guy. He just said he wasn't showing up to his own wedding.
There's actually a great comment. There was like an Instagram photo I had, and like someone was saying something nice about me or something, and my friend actually writes on, "Do they actually know you?"
I'll be honest. I love you to death, Phoenix, but you're an asshole.
That is correct.
That's why he's-
And this asshole loves you back.
Most
why
of my
he's
best
perfect for
friends
me.
are assholes, so I know them when I see them.
Right, but that's why he's perfect for me. Our assholes play well together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Oh,
Where
I
is
need
that
the
so
girl,
bad? I know you're supposed to be
please.
here.
I'm far
I know
too
where he
sober.
is.
Oh, I need to burn
He's
that.
been
out
very
of my
busy.
brain.
Very busy.
Oh, there's not enough alcohol to burn that out of my brain.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Ugh.
Ah,
Oh, this might be a time to
wipe
well,
it down.
You have so many people in the chat. You might as well just keep it up.
Well, so what was I gonna say? I don't even know how to follow what you guys are doing.
No, we can get back on track, DJ. What's the topic?
I was gonna mention,
And so my
this
wife
is
has
the
brought
topic.
more alcohol.
was
I may
gonna
just have to
mention
drink this from the bottle because I don't have a clean glass.
I'm listening.
on Twitter.
Give me the glass.
Our amigos, the CU podcast, just borrowed some pictures from Nintendo Life, and the people from Nintendo Life are on Twitter going, "We didn't give you permission to use." I tell you, first it's Domino's. No, you're stealing pictures. All right, I just had to get that. I just had to say it.
Yeah, by the time we're done with the stream, Tommy's going to hit me up going, so we can't hang anymore.
Crazy.
I don't know if you saw your behavior on that stream. Well, I was there, but I wouldn't say I remember it, Tommy.
Off the rail.
Yo, Pour one out for poor dead Rab. You gotta pour
Dude,
something out for him.
man.
I hope he's
Yeah.
okay.
I was thinking Rab would clone himself like a third time, and then we have like
We should
5
text-
Rabs on stream. It would be amazing.
What is this? DJ, there used to be a show called Hardcore Porn about American
No,
Chicks.
pawn.
Yeah.
And I'm the one who's been drinking.
I'm not drinking.
You said hardcore porn.
You did. You said hardcore porn.
Well,
You
I
absolutely did.
apologize. I'm gonna have to do a stream where I'll get in like a big suit and a bow tie, and I'll be like, I'd like to apologize for all my actions. I used to be a show called
I'm
Hardcore
way too sober
Porn
right now.
about American Julian Lone, and is it? Yeah, there was a pawn shop in Detroit that they did that show about. I never been to it. I didn't care. But yeah. Yes, Kurt, it is the best.
I've been less
It's
drunk on a
1980.
Friday night where I've downed multiple bottles of wine.
Dusty Bottoms.
I'm legit crying, bro. I can't do the stream. The stream has gone from.
Come on, DJ, give us a topic. We're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. Come on. Yeah.
Mary's Pizza and discuss.
Pizza was great. The pizza was
Yeah,
actually.
It was
how's it
pretty
going,
good
man?
pizza.
It was Greek.
There was someone is that what it was? Someone
Yeah,
was saying it's not a Boston favorite. I'm like, well, it's like I'm not
Oh,
right
so
in
good.
Detroit City, but I'm like 3 miles away. Like I'm still gonna say I'm from Detroit. You know, I'm not like the same way as someone would say you're not gonna say Uxbridge, you're gonna say Boston before people would know Uxbridge. No offense, Uxbridge. It was great pizza, great town, great people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I said because like people didn't understand that when they were like, "Well,
Right.
it wasn't actually Boston." I'm like, listen,
We're
anytime
just
there's an
trying to
event,
be nice.
because here's the thing, Boston or Massachusetts, I would say, like
Rab
the
was
the towns are pretty fairly close to each other, so like it's not that far away. Like Waltham was like 30 minutes from Boston, so it's not like it was that far off. I mean, Uxbridge was a little bit farther out
Right.
into from Boston,
Oh, yeah.
which is fine, but at the same time, people say Boston because at least you know that people know Boston before they know the surrounding cities. So
Right.
so that's why people say it's in Boston because at least, like I said, Boston's not that far from the outskirts of the other cities.
Thomas's comment.
Yes, that's pizza. That's
Alex,
pizza.
can I get what is hardcore porn for 500?
No, I'm not on 8 Mile.
Oh my god.
You're like 10th mile, I think, right? What are you?
I am not going to say the mile road I'm at, but I'm on a mile
Like
road.
you're like 12th mile?
24th mile.
Pretty close, yeah.
I didn't even know that's a real thing. That's actually
Yeah.
I thought it was like
It's probably
slang
a
for
grid.
something. Oh, I was just making a dumb joke. It's actually a real thing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Boo.
I heard you guys lied. It was Domino's. My God, big channel. You, you suck now. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, Harry's Pizza was fantastic. I thought. I really did. It was a good. It was.
I
I mean,
mean-
pizza. I mean, I wasn't thinking it was like it wasn't like I didn't go. Oh my God, this is the best.
I mean,
Dude, I
be,
used to love Little Caesar's Pizza though.
bro, I'll
It's
be
not a
honest.
Little
Like
Caesars.
that
Used
those,
to.
those guys weren't wrong. Like Boston does have pretty good food here, and we do have pretty decent pizza. That is true. But yeah, there was no way we were getting Domino's. Like I said, we were all just hungry, and the nearest place
Yeah,
was
oh,
the pizza
yeah.
shop next door. So
Yeah, and DJC's the one that bought. He was the nicest guy. I told you, the nicest guy in the world who bought. I think it came out to like $72,000. It was something like that, right? It was so much money.
It was
So
like
much.
$100,
And
but-
then like he's standing there, and he wasn't saying it because he's a good guy, but he's probably going like, "When are these cheap SOBs gonna pitch in $1?"
I was like,
excuse
But
me, I gave.
I bought you the drinks. It came out to $5 or $3.50.
I tried to give him money. He told me no.
I said no.
Yeah. he
And
said no.
and for the record, for people that are like, "Oh my God, what?" Tommy had no clue we were doing that. He would have went through the whole. He wouldn't have asked for anything. I went there because I saw everybody was having a good time. We were meeting people. There was the kids were there, the families were there, and of course, all of us were starting to get hungry. That's why I did it. And for the record, Tommy paid me for all that pizza, and he did not have to.
Wait, so that means that okay, so he paid for it. Well, then that looks like so I'm the best guy because I actually put money out that I never got reimbursed for. So that $3.50. Phoenix McFury is no longer the cheapest bastard in the room.
I
Begged us to buy for you to buy something.
Sir, I paid you back in hugs.
That is correct. That's
I
So
wish
now
I
they're
was
now
never
they're
covered.
asking for a Domino's themed game, which actually a Noid game would actually be pretty cool. I thought there was a Noid game already, didn't they? Make
There
one
is,
for,
the
like,
Nintendo.
Genesis?
You didn't say the
Nintendo.
Noid.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the mascot.
You have a yo-yo.
Hey, I sort of did. No, to do the trip,
Wait,
I
the
was.
Noid was Pizza Hut, wasn't it?
I sold one of my pinballs to do that trip. Yeah.
Domino's.
Oh, it was Domino's. What was it?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Noid was Domino's.
Oh, why did I think it was pizza? Oh, because I don't know.
Pizza Hut had some sort of little claymation guy that kept getting squished. I can't remember what his name was. Anybody remember the name of that mascot?
I love this. DJC's
No.
a secret Intellivision. Well, when the whole Republic thing came out, I already had a Republic account, and I already said I put so many hundred into that. I didn't say the amount, but like if they do good, I'm gonna make $50. Yeah, it's like if I bought a quarter of a share of Bitcoin. Wow, I made $100 in 10 years. I'm not a giant investor. I think people that buy Amico empty shells for 2,000 are more of an investor than I am.
Hey-o!
I do like the DJC dollar just cause because that's about all I have in my.
Actually, kind of awesome. I've thought about changing my channel name. Cyrus actually came up with a couple of really good names earlier.
Ooh.
It was, dude. It was fun.
Can you name a few?
I will have to scroll up and get those names because I did not write them down, and I should have because my channel name may change.
No, I have. I've heard
can't
about
find
this,
it.
but I haven't tried it yet. But I like pasta, so I'd like to see how it tastes.
How about Drunks with Regrets? How's that?
No, this was more fun than that. It was definitely relating to the dictator and to me being drunk.
Dictador.
I think
Not
it was
dictator.
like Nicks with Flass, I think
Is
was
that a
one
new
of them,
delivery?
which was kind of great, actually.
Dude,
And the
I would
other one
love to
was
see it just-
Nictador, I think. I
Those
can't remember.
California raisins, come on, they were a little creepy. Was that just me? They were a little.
I had tons of those figures. I loved going into Arby's and getting those figures.
They
Geeks,
moved
They were a
weird.
little creepy, but they were fun.
Geeks eats food.
So this is a great thing, and I don't know
People
why
get new
I've
names
never
now?
thought of this. Heck, you make me want to do
Oh,
a
yeah,
video
there
on
it
this.
is. Nictador and Geeks with Flass. Yes.
I want to see. Thomas Bryan says I want to see another 7-Up game starring Spot on the Amico.
Well, that's your favorite game.
Dude, it is my favorite game for like Genesis / Super Nintendo. Like the 7-Up Spot game, I went out and bought, and I love the cover, I love the music, I just love it, like how he was like,
Yeah, the animation, everything's gorgeous.
like,
I need to try that one. A lot of people have talked that game up. You're not the first person
and
I've
trust me,
heard
I'm
say
not
that
good
game
at
is
it. Like I
amazing.
miss my jumps and everything, like you see.
You?
Yeah, me. What? But it is so fun, man. It's just so much fun.
It may be like one of the best like licensed tie-in product games of all time, right? Maybe even the McDonald's and Nintendo game.
I was about to say there was a McDonald's one on the Genesis that people say is really good too. It's also really expensive if you want a physical copy of it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it though.
Well, there's
Yeah,
something
there was-
Gladiators. There's something.
Hold on, let me.
There's something Gladiators, which is a McDonald's game.
You like movies about gladiators?
And I think Tommy did the music for that McDonald's Gladiators game.
McDonald's
Kurt Bradshaw wants to wish
Treasure
everybody a
Island
very
Adventure.
happy-
Okay.
I
What
think
was
it's the name of
Global
the Genesis
Gladiators?
game.
Talking.
Sorry. I thought you
I
were
was-
asking about the name of the Genesis game from McDonald's.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Remember the SNL skit? Anyways, leaks with gas.
Yes, I like that one.
I'm far too sober for this stream.
Hot Wheels is cool. Micro Machines, dude, I'm so about that too.
Do they still make Micro Machines?
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're owned by Matchbox, right? Or which is owned by.
I can't remember. I know
No, which
CM
is owned
Retro
by-
does reviews on them all the time,
Yeah.
so I know they're active in making packages.
Well, I know Mattel owns Hot Wheels, and they also own Matchbox. So I'm wondering if eventually. I mean, I could be wrong.
Did you guys ever get to play that card game for the Amico?
The
Any of
card-
you guys?
No, and it was there. It was just one that I didn't ask about. Just
Okay.
like a lot of other games we were just playing.
Which one is that called? I forgot.
I think it's Crisscross Crash or something
Okay.
Crash or something like that.
I think that was the initial name. Weren't they going to change it to something else though?
That's how the spot sounded. Doesn't Hot Wheels own Micro Machines? Yeah, if they do, then it would be a Mattel license. Yeah, I love this. Sai says I want to see a fighting game featuring food mascots: Spot, Noid, Ronald, Burger King, Papa John.
That's actually not a bad idea.
That's
Oh, I'd
actually
love
kind of
to
a cool
beat the
idea.
crap out of Papa
Well,
John with Captain
Brawling
Crunch.
fighters have become a big thing now. Sorry, go ahead, Chuck. My bad.
No, and I was just reading about that. You're good. Who the
Does
F-
it make yet
what-
another stupid face on stream? Ting. But yeah, was it Nickelodeon made a brawler fighter not
Yeah,
that long
recently.
ago?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
So,
like
I mean, those are
SpongeBob
starting to
or something
become
there.
somewhat popular. I mean, PlayStation made one a long time ago, which I would really like to see them try
Do it
again with
again.
the
Yeah, yeah,
PlayStation
yeah.
All-Stars. I thought it was a fun game.
I got it. Yeah.
I think something on the Amico with like all the silly characters from Intellivision / what plus the Amico. I mean, heck, you could have like the hammerhead shark walking on his fin like Jabberjaw. Stuff that wouldn't
Absolutely.
be realistic, so it wouldn't be so you'd have the shark, you have the shifty-eyed dealer, and he's popping cards at people, and
Yeah.
and, you know what I'm saying? It just make it silly, fun game, and like in the style of like these like Nickelodeon style games or like the Smash Brother games.
I think that completely works, to be quite honest with
Just
you.
a-
I mean,
like a brawl.
If you can have, if they can have Evil Knievel lighting on fire, I think they can.
I think we can have a
little card hitting someone. I think that can work.
Exactly. Yeah.
so I was saying I have so much lag right now. This should count my frames.
That's funny. What is this? Panda subs will henceforth be known as Gare Grimswood.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I have no idea where you're going with that. It's probably very funny.
Excuse me.
I will.
Eco All Stars.
I will consult Google because I have no idea what you're.
Oh,
talking about
okay.
right now.
I know who that is.
I'm glad you do because I have.
Yeah, he's in Fargo.
Oh, I never watched Fargo.
Oh, that's what they were asking about your blonde hair that you would look like that if you.
I have the picture, but it is way too douche chilling to show on the stream.
Dude, well, we'll have to
Show
see.
it.
No,
it.
it's pretty douche chilling. It's bad, dude.
Why is it bad?
It's
Dude,
just really douchey.
What's it?
Captain
What's the
Crunch
name?
watching a cereal rainstorm of tasty doom and fun.
Now I want to
think
see
that would be
it. If you don't
sweet.
show me, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight.
We're all waiting for Art Big Falls competition basket weaving. And I think on that note, we should end it. I thought I had the Art Big Fall blocker on. Actually, it is. It's on. It's been working. He hasn't been in any streams. This is fantastic. Unfortunately, we hired him to do news things, but he's not in the office today.
I think my shirt kind of negates the Art Big Fall block that you had going on.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a
People can
question.
Kind of channeling.
I got a question for you to bring it back home. What game would you like? What game do you think that hasn't been announced yet? What's a game that you'd love to see
Oh, God.
on the Amico?
Besides
been
Ice Cream
saying-
Cowboy? Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Sorry, Chuck.
I was going to say, besides Ice Cream Cowboy, I would say I really want to see, and I know they're supposed to be working on it, but they haven't announced it yet. Bowling. I want to see the Amico bowling. I'm hoping it'll be similar to the mechanics of the original Intellivision bowling, because those were just fun. It was good enough to be accurate. Like, it was such an accurate, the way you set your curve, you set your position, the way you lined everything up, it made a difference on how you threw that ball. It wasn't just a one motion thing, so I'm hoping that they do the old school mechanics of that bowling game, but then add a bunch of characters into that bowling game to make it fun,
Right.
Go back and do the old I guess you'd call it 4-bit, even though it was a 16-bit machine.
Hey,
But I was gonna say, like, do that old cone-shaped bowling ball, make it to get the old purple matrix looking pixel guy, have different ways you could play it, but how you could switch back and forth and stuff, but do that old school way, and have all these characters be in it, but anyways,
Right.
That's what I would like. Bowling is my top after Astro Smash, although like I said, Night Stalker, Cloudy Mountain, I love all that stuff too, but bowling is one of my tops on a television.
can anyone in the comments back me up that Heave Ho, that game, if any of you guys have played it, it was made for this system. Can anyone back me up? If you haven't heard of it, look it up. It's like on
I've
Switch.
not heard of that game.
When you see it, you'll just go, how is this not one of the
Oh,
games
yeah.
on the system?
Whitewater rafting, kind of like tubing, which is
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Pitfall. We all want to see that.
I'm gonna have to
Space
watch a
Armada.
video of this because the images are not telling me anything about this. Hang on.
So I can tell you, look, the idea behind it, okay, is that you have, especially, it's really fun when you have a lot of people, like multiplayer couch co-op. So the idea is that, like, there's this big obstacle course and you have to get from point A to point B. And what you do is you swing your partner around and then you throw them. They have to grab onto a wall and then they come and try and catch you as you throw the next person. So
Really?
it's a fun way of getting from A to B, but it's all circular motions.
I have seen this game, and I had completely forgotten about this game. It was kind
It's
of on
so
my radar
good.
for a little while. And it's by Devolver Digital, who's very solid. They're usually pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
It's a great game if you haven't played it.
I think this would be great too. I'd like to see Sega cut a deal with Intellivision, make some exclusives. Why not? Sega's still their own thing. I mean, they're not going to do a console. Make some games for Amico. It's only going to be a fourth system you're making games for. I think that'd be great, dude.
There's two that I would like to see come out, and both of these are kind of games that have either already been on the Intellivision or the retro games. And one just because it's kind of becoming a thing again right now, which is He-Man. I think that would fit great on the console. I think
He-Man needs a good game.
Great choice, man.
I would really love to see a good He-Man game. And secondly, and this one's more for my mom than me, she used to love this game called Ladybug.
That's familiar.
Yes.
What was that on? What was
it was on the ColecoVision. I don't know if they had a version of it on the Intellivision.
They did. I don't have it. Darn it, it's one of the ones I don't have. But
it was sort of like Pac-Man, but you could move barriers to kind of block off enemies and things like that. It was a little bit more
down as you moved.
Yeah, and each stage had a different insect that would chase you, and they all had different attack patterns on how they would chase you down. So you only had like one of them, but you might have multiple of them out at the time. So it wasn't like you had 4 different ghosts that moved in different patterns. You had one, but there were multiple of them on the screen at the time. So you still had to collect like all the little dots and stuff like that and to complete the stage, but you were grabbing like vegetables instead of fruit.
Okay.
And my mom got sucked into that game for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And just so she would have something that she would get sucked into again like that,
Right.
it would be great to have that on there. And I would pick it up and play it myself because I played the arcade version of it on my Raspberry Pi, and it's a lot of fun. It's actually way harder than Pac-Man, quite frankly.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So my answer to that one is a little bit out there because I think since
Quake?
not Quake. Since I'm a current gen gamer,
Oh my God, he's back! He's back!
Hey!
Oh,
wow!
we were gonna start sending.
Sorry,
out
guys.
parties.
He got lost.
Right?
No, we weren't. We just totally forgot.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
I know. My victim was about to get away. I gotta get him.
You are the Night Stalker. But I would like to see it because it'd be fascinating for me to see because it is a family-friendly console. So it'd be kind of interesting to have Amico titles like because look at all the popular current gen titles like shooters and things like that. It'd be interesting to see the creativity that could come with taking some of these popular, not friendly family games and making them family friendly. Like instead, if you want a shooter game, you could do a shooter game on the Amico, but it's like paintball or laser tag.
Yeah, I always thought an overhead Splatoon type game for the Amico would totally work.
Right.
Because Splatoon is very, well, I mean, for a more confrontational style game, it's not that confrontational.
Yeah.
I mean, I get confrontational when I play it. I'm not good at Splatoon, and I'm very salty about it.
Right, but like games like that or a game that's like similar to like Among Us or all these really popular games that again aren't all family friendly, but making them for the Amico and how they could turn that into a family friendly game. That would be something interesting that I'd want to see them kind of like really show their creativity on how they could make a game good for people who like that style of gaming, but also make it kid friendly so that kids can enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah. That is awesome. So Rav, how you doing? You look we were concerned.
From the waist down, not sure. Hanging in from the rest up.
Well, that's good. At least you got your coat. That's the most important thing. This is a good one. Does Amico controller have gyroscope for driving games?
It does.
It does have a gyroscope. I guess you could probably use it for driving games.
I'm trying to think, because remember Nitro Derby or whatever they were going to call it eventually.
Yeah.
That would be, I guess.
I think he actually said that uses the tilt controls a little bit.
Yeah, you use it like a little steering wheel.
Yeah,
And
I never actually.
They do it in Evil
really-
Knievel, so.
Yeah, I never actually really liked that on the Wii. I found it kind of awkward to control like Mario Kart that way personally.
But you have it as an option.
Yeah, it was an option, and it worked kind of. I just thought it was easier to use like either the nunchuck in the Wiimote or just the Wiimote itself, depending on what you preferred.
Yep.
This is a great idea because that whole classic style, a POV driving game like pole position would be fun. Heck, or like Cruising USA or any of those type of first person kind of driving.
I need to stream that new one. They came out with a new one called Cruising Blast, and I keep meaning to stream it.
Well, they do have the rights to Night Driver, the Atari.
Oh, dude.
point of view,
I never
first
played
person
Night
point of
Driver.
view.
Do like a pixel version of that, or like or just kind of reimagined kind of version of that. That would be amazing.
I think that would be a really good game to kind of incorporate with music, because I mean there's no real graphics to it, and if you think about like all of those pylons and stuff on the side of the road, and you have like songs or something integrated, and you have like a like an equalizer or something that you're like you're racing against or with the music and kind of like avoiding or kind of paying attention to the rhythm. I just think it makes it like a really interesting rhythm
that's a good
game.
idea. Yeah, it's a very good idea.
Something to do with that title that's just different. And it can all be neon, so Panda can be like 100%
I was about to say it.
I've seen a couple rhythm games done in like FPSs. Doing one with like a racing game or something like that could be kind of cool too.
You have like a cool synthwave soundtrack where you get to go in with the beats. Love it. Let's make it. All right, cool.
I don't know. Yeah, some of them don't age well, but like I would love to have a sit down pole position arcade, because I guess it's more nostalgia. So if you didn't grow up with them, then they're not going to age well, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I also don't think Nintendo 64, like when I go back to play GoldenEye, I go, oh my goodness, it's so polygon, it's so weird looking. To me, that doesn't hold up. And then some people, they're like, that's my ultimate favorite game, which it kind of was one of mine too. But I don't know.
By the way, we have Phil. To interrupt for a second, we have Phil Adam in chat.
Hey, what's happening, Phil?
Hey.
Lots of great ideas. Ice Cream Cowboy, probably the top one you were thinking of. An ice cream guy in the old Western, just like Gunsmoke, but he's slinging ice cream at people, and they're firing milkshakes down on him. Okay, maybe that wasn't one of the good ones. But just keep thinking of that. It's a good idea.
Phil's all like, we'll put it on the list.
Like, yeah.
For the waste paper basket.
The waste paper basket.
I would love to see. You guys know the old Atari fire truck game where you had like someone was the back of the fire truck, and someone was the front of the fire truck,
the
and
vector
just, like,
black
spinning.
and white monitor. Are you talking?
Yeah,
it was actually called Fire Truck.
Yes,
yeah.
Me and my cousins played that in the arcade. It was one of my favorite. We would laugh trying to control the back and the front, going around the subdivisions and trying to get to the fire.
That's a perfect game.
I am all about it.
I could totally see a game where you are like just like a connected convoy or something. And I don't want to use convoy with Audacity games as Circus Convoy, but something where you're controlling all of that and you're just meandering and ridiculous, wiping stuff out, and you're trying to coordinate together. I mean,
that's
just something
perfect.
like that.
A group game. That's what this is about. Yeah.
On this, and use that disc. It can drive, or they can
100%.
use the motion control for just left and right. It's pretty open to different techniques, and like they were showing with battle tanks, you can do different ways and
there's three different ways to control and move your tank.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine if they got the license to Human Centipede. I mean, like that's a perfect.
That would be a perfect game on the Amico.
And there it is.
And we're just opening the bottle.
Wow. A lot of Amico games mentioned, not in production yet, like Bad Dudes, B-17 Bomber, Burger Time, Joust.
Joust, yeah.
Sick.
Joust would be another fun one to bring back. I think
they do got all these IPs. It's just a matter of when they come out. These are heavy hitters. Like if you're going to do a Bad Dudes, B-17 Bombers was a huge thing on the original. Burger Time's already talked about. Joust.
I haven't heard Joust.
Burger Time's already had like at least one resurgence. Didn't it have a game on the Switch?
It's got a lot. They've got a
game.
Yes,
it had a recent game, Burger Time Deluxe.
That's what I thought.
But like those are going to be heavy hitters that I think when they're finished, that's when they're going to be announced. I don't think we're going to see anything. That's going to be your big boys there that you're really going to put out.
But I think Rab was like really right on, like spot on. A game where everyone is controlling an aspect of something, like he said. I think that's such a great party game that any age group would have a ball over.
That's kind of why I'm excited about Bomb Squad, because I think that's going to be a good example of that as well. And the more games you can come out like that, I think the better off you're going to be, because then it's going to be like one of the go-to systems more so than the others when you have friends come over.
Yep.
Because then everybody can come in, and if you have a multitude of these, you'll find at least one that everybody's willing to play, right? And get into and have a good time. Right. So I think that's I have a feeling that the core people that really stick with this outside of like the retro crowd are going to start to gravitate towards those in the board games. And those are going to be the ones you're going to start to see more and more of, because that's going to be what they're really going to want.
I mean, because I have to say, like when I went to the Boston event, that experience of being next to people and having fun is such a completely different experience than solo. Like when you're alone and playing multiplayer,
it's very different
so much
than
more
what
fun.
the modern experience has become, because the modern experience is geared more towards you playing with that person while they're in their house,
right?
Not sitting on the couch with them.
That's why I think Rab's suggestion, because that is so much fun where you're all trying to coordinate what to do together. Games like that are perfect for that couch co-op idea.
Speaking of two controllers, like we were watching someone play Astro Smash, Robotron with both controllers.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
That would be that's one of my favorite games. Like, to be honest, that's really awesome.
Actually, Sanchez Jose makes a note. Imagine everyone controlling one giant mech. Like Power Rangers, Godzilla size, and everybody.
Voltron.
Yeah, or Voltron. One person controls like left fist or right fist or whatever, and yeah.
And if you could actually have it like 4 players, where it's 2 on one team and 2 of the other, where you're coordinating with each other to beat the other one, would be hilarious to watch. Like you're fighting in the wrong direction.
Yeah, like someone's punching behind while they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was a little disappointed that like at none of these get-togethers have we tried the multiplayer aspect of Moon Patrol. I would really like to see how that works, like how that dynamic works, to see people just supposed to be working together and just like, you know, tearing each other a new one because they can't they can't coordinate like what they want to do. It just seems like it's obviously frustrating, but it's very fun and can make for some very just entertaining experiences.
What what was I going to say? Sorry, I was looking at the thing. What would be like? I'm trying to think of like a big party game that people play right now that would be a good, whether it be a license or something that, you know, like I said, a lot of my cousins do that left, right, center, which is more with like quarters and money, and you know, it's like everybody you move around in a circle with a bunch, but you can have like 15 people play. I think the charades game, once again to me kind of was just that you have a group of people that, and once again this kind of goes back to, not to circle back, but Panda was saying, what is everybody going to do when your Amico gets released? I want to have a party here in the arcade.
Yeah.
I want to put it up on a lot of these TVs. And the cool thing is, say I have 30, 40 people, I can play groups on Emoji Charades. I could play a group on any of those party games or card games. Heck, I can have a person sitting under each of the TVs at one of the tables playing spades or playing war or whatever, you know, the card games they have coming out. I'm just trying to think of what other type of group type games, like we mentioned a couple episodes ago, Buzz Time Trivia, stuff where everybody has a screen. I think that's going to be that's where it's at, man.
Yeah, honestly, around my crowd, a lot of times card games become real popular, like Apples to Apples, Cards Against Humanity, Sushi Go is another one that I think would fit on there really well.
Ooh, beer pong or soda pong. So you can call it soda pop pong. Hey, that's a good ring to it. Write that one down.
What's that game when you put the name of somebody on your head and only everyone else can see it but you?
Oh crap! I can't remember the name of that game.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
If you could make that something like that, interactive with the controllers or something like moving in that direction, that could be fun.
Yeah. Amico does not have Netflix. No, they're just games. They're not going to do anything else for apps.
Is it called like 10 questions? No, it's not 10 questions.
There you go. Root beer pong. Just kind of like root beer tapper. That's what I was thinking. That's awesome. Hey, do a little thing with A&W, Barks, maybe mug root beer, you know. No, I don't know. Team trivia game. Get you out of licensing Trivial Pursuit. That would be cool. You know, the trivia, you know, like, and then you get those. The cool thing is you could upgrade or get a pack every year, you know, like an add-on pack for a couple bucks or, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about a game that's $10 and you pay like another $5 for a new rendition of that game or a sequel to that game every year, I'd be down. You know, what system has comparable graphics to Amico? Graphically, I don't know. I've seen stuff
3DS.
Yeah, I would say like the 3DS. It's not quite the Wii U. It's pretty close.
Yes, because I was saying that Rigid Force Redux, even though I mean it's a shooter, it's not like it takes. But that game is on. Don't get me wrong or quote me wrong on this, but that game's on the Switch, and I don't see too many differences. Once again, it's not a powerhouse game, but I'm saying I think it looks fantastic on the Intellivision,
Yeah.
and it kind of makes. I'm not going to say my jaw hit the ground, but it kind of did. Like I was surprised that looks so fantastic for a current gen game, even though it was a shooter based on a retro kind of style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for the look, I think you can get a lot of things that look like that. The things that the Switch can do that the Amico can't. You're not going to get something with like a whole lot of cell shaded and lots of particle effects going on and different things and lots of things going on the screen at once. I think, your Astral Chains, your Breath of the Wilds, those are not going to be anything that's showing up on Amico. I mean, there's a look you can achieve, but there's a limitation to how much stuff can be going on. Definitely.
We have Retro Dude Carl says, do you know where the Amigo's being manufactured overseas or North or South America? That's something they're just in production right now, so they're getting ready for that. So that'll be once they go into manufacturing. I guess we may find that out. We're just don't know yet. Amico is getting that forehead answer game. I thought. What?
Yeah,
forehead?
that's what I was talking about.
Which one was that?
Well, I was just saying, what's that game when you put the name
You put
on
the
your
card
head?
facing out on your forehead, and then
Yeah.
Because that's what Patrick is saying too.
right. I mean, that's a cool idea, and the system's totally capable of doing that. It's
Dude,
good use
Jeopardy.
for it.
Yeah.
I just have no idea what the name of it is.
Mm-hmm. Jeopardy is I think Clue also because you have the touch screen and the Clue is perfect.
Jeopardy, Clue, Wheel of Fortune works. I think Wheel of Fortune works just fine there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when exactly. Yeah.
What troll? I did delete a troll already that had that.
Pressure luck.
Okay.
I already removed my response from that. I literally just did that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up.
No, it's fine. I didn't notice it until Simon mentioned something, and then I went and removed it.
Yeah, I just saw an address, so I just deleted it. I don't want anybody getting doxxed, no matter what. Board games on Amico, I buy the crap up. Yeah, me too. So much talking about a board game, setting up pieces by all the different boards. Yeah, dude. Like, I just something. You're talking about a family entertainment system. Go all out, man. Like, especially if you're getting like a Milton Bradley license or a Hasbro license, or even just creating your own versions of different games.
Shoots and Ladders, Candy Cane.
That's You got
all those old kid board games that we played growing up. Mousetrap, I think somebody mentioned at one point, would be really cool because all the little like parts and stuff that you assemble.
Yeah.
Right.
Hungry Hippos. I mean, those things are bricks, so you're just banging on it.
And John Alvarado just said heads up.
Why does everybody keep saying heads up? Oh, is that the name of the game? That's why
Heads
people
Up 7?
keep saying that. I saw Phil
Holy
said that. I
crap.
thought maybe he's talking to someone. So heads up is the name of the game.
It is a shame we
Wow.
figured that out because we would have been like, what's
Maybe
going to
we
happen
need-
for a
maybe
half
we
hour?
do
I'm
need
like,
to end
what's
the
going
stream.
on?
I'm
What-
like, what do you mean by heads up? And then all of a sudden I now feel insanely stupid.
Oh my god! Oh, and Rab.
More so than normal. And that's kind of a feat.
Rev is here.
Hey, it's John Alvarado.
Hi, by the
My
way,
phone's
John.
down to like 4%, so if I drop off, I'm all right.
Just Revenge remake. Yeah. Oh my god, that would be something. Mousetrap would be amazing. Mousetrap, Ladybug, a lot of those.
Hungry Hippo would work great.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great one.
Baldy Bob Ross says, can you use the Amico controller in a game like Tempest? Yeah. So it says it's pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure sensitive. You just give it a light touch and you can spin. Like perfect example was, I keep going back to this, but the best version of that 64 directions is that Shark game. Because you can take that fish and make him turn on a dime, but you'll see him, you can do a figure eight. So a game like a Tempest or Gyrus would be another good one. Heck yeah, man. Like any of those things that would use
that's one of the hardest things to explain is how good that controller feels for like when you think of Shark, just how the fish can kind of do that.
I think Tempest would be an amazing way to showcase that.
Sweet.
Yep.
Why not, right?
That's why I also say hockey too would be perfect.
Hockey would be, I would love like the original ice hockey game. I know they made a more aggressive variant of it on the Switch, but the original ice hockey game for the NES.
Yeah.
I would love to see something like that on the Amico, maybe with cel shaded graphics. I think would be really fun. Because I know he's not real big on pixel art. At least not at the moment.
Yeah, no, that dude, any of those type of games, yeah, because like you got to remember, like that disc is, everybody thinks like it's not a spinner, but it's different forms or different pressures of, that's pressure sensitive. That's going to be great for lots of different things. As you could use it as a steering wheel, I think the games are made for the controller. It's great.
Oh!
I'm really gonna be excited to see.
Goodness gracious.
What happened?
I think I just hit it. I think.
Oh my god!
It actually went away. There it goes. Finally.
Come on, man! Stop.
Okay, well, we're gonna remove that one.
Stop! Friggin' stop, dude! Like this is getting ridiculous. You people need to really get a friggin' life.
I know it, man.
Absolutely disgusting. Don't do that.
See, this is the same guy I think that's been hitting at my channel, and this was funny until you started actually doxing people. Now this is kind of getting out of hand, dude.
Like it's one thing if you don't like someone, you want to troll them, cool.
Like
but
if you want to do a
that.
funny name like Megadan or any of the number of variants of my name that's come up in the chat tonight, that's fine. But this is uncool, man. This is hitting an uncool level.
Yeah, and that's kind of I've never want anybody's address to get out there, man. It's kind of messed up. But going back to this, charged if you can use your finger to draw on the touchscreen to have a display. I was saying stuff like win, lose, or draw in Pictionary.
Pictionary, yeah, absolutely.
Dude, you sell the physical game box, and it comes with like 8 stylus, and everybody has their own little in a skin or something. Make it fun.
Can I just take 2 minutes real fast to tell an extremely embarrassing story about Pictionary? So I was in middle school. I was obviously pretty good at drawing, and I was better than everyone else there. So I thought I was like this. We had in this big auditorium in front of everybody, and so I thought I was really cool. And after I would, it's douche chilling. After I would draw something, I would like go to the audience and go like, yeah, and everyone stayed silent, and everyone just thought I was the biggest tool, properly so. So, I have a bad vibes around Pictionary now. Like anytime I think about it, I just go back to that PTSD of being the biggest loser ever.
No. Do we not delete his? I thought we blocked the whole
thing. You can't delete the username. So what I would say is if everyone could report that account for personal information. I'm pretty sure that person knows that this person's doing it, but I'm gonna I'm just gonna contact the person, let them know that this is happening in case they don't know.
And to be honest, that person there, Doxon's actually been very nice in my chats. I don't know about his history or anything, but
I'm not a fan of him, but I don't like this either. This is absolutely disgusting.
Same. This is unaccounted for. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I went ahead and did the reporting as well. I also hid that person from the channel, so they should mostly be banned at this point.
Come back. This is absolutely.
We're going to set up a different name. That's what happens every time. So, and I've had somebody hitting my channel pretty frequently, but they've never done this. They've never put somebody's address in their name. So that's going a little far.
Patrick Smith says you could do 10 game shows easily, and not even the big ones. Dude, you remember back in the day there was a game show called Tic Tac Dough, and it had the dragon that came out. It went when it was like X's and O's, and you did different questions.
That's vaguely familiar.
Dude,
I have no recollection of this at all. Sorry.
And I used to get scared of that dragon. Oh my god!
Was it like 2 years ago?
Yes. I was so scared. But that's like a really. How long has Rab been gone?
About 3 minutes.
Okay. But yeah, I just.
Well, he hasn't been showing his picture because I think he's just been trying to say battery life.
I'm on. My phone is almost dead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he's just trying to say battery life by not using his camera. That's all.
Okay, we're trying to just make sure everything is.
That tic-tac-toe dragon is terrifying.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If anyone that's in the chat, we have 55 people in the chat. Throw a subscription. I'm not saying that to get a million subs, but it might get to the point where if we're going to do 60 or 70 people in chat or more, that I'm going to put it on subscribers only. That way this doxing doesn't happen, because that's
keep in mind, guys, when you do subscriber only, you have to be subscribed to the channel for 48 hours before you can talk.
Yeah.
And if you subscribe and you do crap like that, you're gonna get banned.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Can't you increase and decrease that time?
I do not know.
No,
I have
I
not
don't
used it
think so.
yet. I've been trying to avoid it on my channel, though. With people popping into my channel to spam, it's coming
Yeah,
close to the point where I'm gonna have to do that too.
Do I have to like
Um,
have a home or something if you guys are having subscribers only?
Subscribers only.
Yeah, suddenly we just start fading away.
Oh, and then he's gone after
He
that.
proved that he wasn't a subscriber there.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you can
anyway.
still view if you're in subscriber unlimited,
Yeah.
but you can't talk.
I was just making a very bad joke.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways,
I thought you might be generally confused on that feature, so I
No.
was explaining it.
No, I just thought it's funny that he just left. It just proved that he wasn't a subscriber.
okay, so Phil said Heads Up is Ellen's game. Board game by Spin Master is Headbands. Headbands might have been what you were thinking of. They had the card.
I think it's probably all the same idea. They even did it in The Office, like the third episode of the American Office.
Don't behave. Yeah.
Don't behave,
Yeah,
Phil.
You've been so
Don't behave,
crazy.
Phil. It's far more fun if you don't behave.
Yeah, or don't. We won't ban you, Phil.
Pretty much.
Oh, dude, this is a great one, and they did on Amico
Battleship would work fantastic.
Battleship is like the
screen.
perfect.
Yeah, that's easy. That's like low hanging fruit for them. You could
Yes,
easily
I'm in
do
my
that.
pajamas. This right here is a homebrew. Hold on. This is a homebrew. I got off Intellivision Revolution. It's Inti Basic Showcase Volume 1. And they have a Battleship homebrew, which is right here. Anyways, so I don't see why they could, and it's not called Battleship, but I mean, it's really, you wouldn't believe how much fun it is to do a digital version of that. You know?
Yeah, well, especially with the screen that you know, that's perfect.
Yeah, with the touch screen, I think that becomes much cooler.
Screen. What's that?
I said I think with the touchscreen that becomes a lot more fun.
Yeah. Anything with your own personal screen to me is great for that. Sorry about the Battleship for Amico would be awesome.
Yeah, the Amico is basically turning into what I was hoping the Wii U would do. Like, because I loved the Wii U.
Yeah, it's that done right. I think is
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
An Office RPG, that would be freaking awesome. Now, you can play as Dwight, Michael Scott. No. What's this? That's okay. I guess that was a different.
Oh, okay. I think they're talking about Windows 11 right now.
Okay.
And
I'm still
honestly, if
working
you're
with-
gonna compare Windows 11 to anything, compare it to Windows 8.
I
Where
have
they
Windows
tried to do the
95,
tablet thing,
which is my favorite.
Which was your favorite?
Windows 95, the one I'm working on right now.
Windows 3.0.
That Windows 95 camera and microphone.
Yeah, Connect 4, like Sanchez is saying, Connect 4 could be fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
Talk about Subhub. Subhub.
Subhub.
Well, the Amico have homebrews.
Battleship
I don't know about that. Homebrews really popped up on the Intellivision. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chuck, because you know this scene better than I do.
Yes.
After the Intellivision was primarily discontinued. And that's been a more recent thing from the last couple of years, I thought. Where
They
they started
started a
doing-
while back. They started actually, I think, in 2009. I want to say.
Yeah, about 15 years ago.
I've got a lot from the old school ones, but not as much as I wish I would have. I think it started with Fortress, which was a Tetris, and then they had a bunch of other like crazy ones. I think there's one called Illusions, and I forgot what else. But there's a lot. Like I got a Miss Pac-Man one. I got these ones. I got Go Sub. I got Hotel Bunny, Oregon Bound, which was a Oregon Trail thing. Hover Bubber, Sydney Hunter, Rick Dynamite, Jaw Crusher, BC's Quest for Tires. So some Commodore stuff there. Most recently, the Castlevania one, Lost Caves of Kraz, A Tale of Dragons and Swords, a couple of the Blue Sky Rangers re-release stuff. There's one that's a dirty one I can't say. But they made like a lot of cool homebrews. Like the homebrew community and number of games now outnumbers the original 125 that were released.
Wow.
And they're worth, with the exception of like Spiker and Stadium Mud Buggies and some of those high-end titles, they are worth a ton, like, because they're way more limited.
Yeah,
so you might only have 500 to 1,000 of, like, well, I'm using this as an example, don't quote me, of something like this, and I got it mint, now sealed, and when it goes out of print 2 years later, this is $300-$400.
Wow.
Box.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to build my homebrew. I'm trying to still collect the original 125, but I am really trying to build my homebrew. Gorf would be amazing too. Yes.
What's Gorf?
It's
never heard of that one.
It's a I forgot. I don't know if it's Midway that made it or if it was. Anyways, it was like a compilation. It was in the arcade. It talked. It had that robotic like 80s talking voice.
Okay.
And it had like a mixture of a Galaga, Space Invaders, all these different games all into one game. You played different waves, and Gorf stood for like some sort of an alien species or something that you had to get through. If you ever get a chance, look it up. It's kind of like old school.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
In the Galaga kind of era, but yeah, it was like it mixed all those, like all your favorite space games together as one. Yeah, Gorf is very cool. Yes, last quarter Uno would be fun. Absolutely. Worms, yes.
Yeah, Worms is a great idea.
Yeah.
Gorf is fun, but I always
really
confused it with that guy that stood around on his knees.
Dorf.
Yeah.
Dorf on golf. Conway. Jenga, dude, with the vibration and everything. How could you do that? The motion control. So you have to like maybe press the button down, and when you're ready to slide.
Yeah, and it'll pick up on the subtle.
Dude, it'll pick up on your motion this way. Oh, I'd so be about that.
Let's just pretend that was our idea and make lots of money off of it.
That is our idea. It's now archived here. Dream date on the Amico. Well, you got some dream date suitors right here.
And I go to the grappa again.
Yeah, everybody's loving Gorf, man. I tell you what, Gorf might be the.
I've never heard of that.
Mr. Do on the Amico.
Dude,
Mr. Do would be amazing. I had that on the ColecoVision. That was a great game.
I have the original arcade game. I guess I'm better. No, I'm not.
Actually, I think I've got the arcade game on my Pi.
Hey, good enough. Yes, I think if you look at talk about this, Tommy needs to hire homebrew masters to do the Intellivision Reimagine games. A lot of these, like the Evercade Intellivision collection, has Princess Quest, which was a homebrew adaptation. So they're already talking to homebrew devs, and that's
really wow,
awesome. So that's one of them, because Princess Quest was a homebrew that came out just about 5 years ago or something like that. Because I've been trying to get it, but it's like a $300-some game or
right.
Yeah, Mr. Do.
Paradox says lawn darts. Only if you can accidentally stab people with the lawn darts. That would be kind of amazing.
This was already mentioned on 857, but yeah, they said that's a game. Lawn darts would be amazing. Uno would be amazing, dude. A lot of these stuff. Panda needs to up his Gorf cred.
I do. I feel.
I have no Gorf cred to speak of. So I'm in the same boat as Panda. I have like no idea about Gorf, or I didn't until.
It's amazing because like, everyone here knows what it is, and I couldn't even pretend to say I've heard of it.
It's I'm not saying it's the greatest game in the world, but
I'm looking at it.
I really wanted to get it because the arcade cabinet looks so cool. It had a lower marquee that lit up and an upper one.
Yep.
It kind of has a similar build look to it, almost like Tron, but not as cool with the lights. But yeah, it mixes like your Space Invaders, your Galaga. I'm trying to remember the other couple games. And there's obviously like a boss thing. And it has that electronic talking voice, kind of like Wizard of War. So it has Gorf versus Dorf, Long Darts Battle Royal. Oh my God, you come up with some good ones, dude. That would be amazing. The only legal way to play.
I like Gorf and Dorf lawn darts.
Yeah, dude, Gorf versus Dorf, lawn darts.
Gorf and Dorf.
Gorf and Dorf. Okay, yeah, there you go. Was this also heard most people say that Nintendo GameCube was underpowered than Xbox. The original Xbox was more powerful than Nintendo, but as long as the game is fun, that's all that matters. These are simple games. They're not powerhouse graphical games, but like a perfect example of that is that Space Strikers. Everybody kind of, I shouldn't say, actually a lot of people like it. But there is people that rip on it and go, that looks stupid. Why would I ever play that? That's the stupidest thing I've ever played. But then when you sit down and have a room full of people and the cheer feature, right? This guy, not the guy over
so
here.
Good at it.
Not that guy. Not this guy.
Hey,
oh my
don't you
God,
disart.
paper.
Don't you disart. Leave
not
art
art.
alone.
That's just old DJC. That's not art. Right?
Okay.
You say, well, he'd actually be young DJC at this point. Yeah. Anyways, what we're talking about, Gorf. Yeah, games don't need to be a powerhouse to have fun or look, or like that's like Space Strikers. Everybody freaking loved that game. That was
well, even right now, one of the biggest games is Among Us, and that is not even close to a powerhouse.
I think that one's kind of gone downhill a little bit since.
Well, I'm just saying that you can even point to something modern.
Yeah,
Wizard of War, dude. That's all. Exactly, still playing 2600. That's what people like. This goes back to that whole, oh man, I can't believe that guy said his jaw hit the floor because he's watching Finnegan Fox. Okay, once again, I'm playing Intellivision games with the blockiest graphics, still blocky after all these years. Okay, anyways, thank you. So, and I'm also playing like Atari and NES, So when I'm thinking about retro reimagine or even a retro game name coming back, and they have a game that looks smooth and beautiful and colorful as Finnegan Fox, I was like, oh my God, I didn't know this console could do this.
He also has a condition, people.
My jaw constantly goes.
Paradox said Zork. She brought up Zork, which was more of a text-based adventure game, I think, if I recall.
Yep.
I hate to interrupt, guys, but I'm on my last %, so I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And
happy Thanksgiving, my
Happy
friend.
Thanksgiving, Rab.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, Rab. We love you.
All right, good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, dude. We're gonna end it. It is officially Thanksgiving, so we're gonna have a little after party. So.
I've already started the after party. I don't know where you guys are, but I've been drinking this whole time.
He's been pre-gaming for hours.
Holiday lager and drinking water. You guys are drunks.
Not me. I've had my little Diet Pepsi. I'm with you, man.
But no straw. So what's going on with that?
Oh, I lost I accidentally threw it out. I only have one straw, so it's a sad day for Phoenix.
Happy Coldsgiving. Happy Tea Day. Oh my God, this guy again. All right.
What the hell?
We are good. I just blocked
How in the hell is this guy?
Because they changed the name on the other account.
Yeah.
Because he's still hidden from the
he got
channel.
two.
So how is he getting back in?
Yeah, he made another one. That's why. He made another one.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah, on that note,
It's labeled the same way though, because when they go to look at it, it says unhide user for this channel.
They made another account. They heard us. They were reporting it, so they got smart. Like, dude, I have an idea who you are. Just stop. Stop it.
But anyways, other than that idiot, I want to thank everyone in chat. Thank you so much. We had a blast. Like, I tried to get as many of you people up on screen as I could and answering questions. Yes, we're excited. We are into formal production. Cannot wait till the manufacturing hits off. We're getting closer. This new year, it's going to be an Amico New Year. Everybody have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I'd like to thank. Oops, let me get you off of the. Oh my goodness, that really moved everything up. I'd like to thank Panda Sub 2000. I'd like to thank Geeks with Cash. I don't know why I did that like that.
I don't know, but I like it.
Hasn't moved or blinked an eye.
To try and wake the drunkard up that way.
Hey, I'm fine.
Ellen's Bros Studios.
I feel like I might be more sober than you right now. That's terrifying, given how much alcohol I've consumed.
That's correct.
And I'd also like to thanks. I haven't even drank. I'd like to thank.
Why are you slurring when I've had like 5 shots?
Retro Advisory Board, Retro Advisory Board Rab for
great guy.
Really walking through the cold alleys. He was knocked out 3 times, but still came back to finish.
I got to get back to podcast.
By the way, if you guys have not, please subscribe to all these channels except for Segi's channel. For some reason, she doesn't want you to subscribe. I don't know why.
I knew Howdy Amico is coming out very soon.
Yes,
that means you should probably subscribe to her and Panda anyway. Pity subs for Panda.
But thanks for hanging out these 2 hour and 40 minutes. This was
been
a
fun.
One. Yeah, we
Yep.
will.
It's also been very bipolar. We were like serious, then very drunk.
Yes, it got serious for a second. We
Yeah, I
took
feel
care
like
of
I'm
this.
sobering up somehow, and I don't know how, because this is some good shit I took in.
Thank you, everyone, and we will see
Thank you.
next week.
Good night, everybody.